Okay, we're back. In order to start streaming on Red Play Button website, I have to turn off the thing that throws it over to TikTok. Hello, Beaver. Caleb, hi. Bunch of markers for coloring books, 2 blind boxes, shelves, and PJs. Should I ping the Discord server? Just say, happy Christmas stream. What?
I remembered another thing I could have given your mom for Christmas. A coloring book. She was asking for that at some point.
Really?
Yeah, it was like a long time ago though.
Hold up, I gotta ping. When I'm alone here doing this, I kind of have to do everything myself. Here we go. But I need sustenance, and Christina is the talented one when it comes to food. Alright, I guess we're officially doing a live stream today then.
Okay.
Merry Christmas, Brianna. Jay Stardust, hello. Okay, let's see. I want to hear everything, right? I want to hear all of the gifts. Tablet to draw on? Yes. Bunch of markers, 4 coloring books, 2 blind boxes, shelves, and PJs. Awesome. Hi, hey Beaver, making a turkey dinner. Tab S6 Lite. Nice. Merry Christmas. Hello, Tira. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Sarah Adam got an art kit. Traditional had oil crayons, colored pencils, watercolors, charcoal, and acrylic. Awesome. Thank you for the follow. Gigadumpa?
Gigadumpa?
I don't even want to know what that means.
Like a poopy?
We were going to my in-laws for dinner. Awesome. Yeah, my family, parents, brother just headed off a couple of hours ago. Hello, mate. Snaz, hello. Every day is here as well. Sarah shared the live. Thank you for sharing the live with me. How's the audio, everybody? Does it sound good? I trust you. I got volume 2 of your books for Christmas. Snaz, that's awesome. I hope you like it. Cutie Pie is here. Artemis is here. Zyrus, hello. Bought more drawing books. Awesome. Sounds great. Here, yeah, I don't know what we're going to do for today's stream. Snowy says, have a question. If you guys are going to cover some art tips, could you help with the triangle in a 2-point perspective? That's what I'm struggling on. A triangle in a 2-point perspective? What do you mean exactly, Snowy? Stuff maybe. Hello. You got volume 1, Artemis. Awesome. Misaki, Merry Christmas. Kat, how you doing? Got your How to Draw Characters book for Christmas. Awesome.
Woo!
You mean this book?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this book. It's the favorite thing I've ever worked on.
It's our masterpiece.
Yes. Christina and I get asked if we ever collaborate. This is our collaboration. This is an artwork that we made together, this entire book, and it was a lot of work. A year-long collaboration.
Of just drawing a bunch of pages.
1 a.m. in Europe. Moody Cat, hello. Working on my Anime Academy OCs right now. Awesome. Okay, just stop by to say hi. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. All right, Misaki. I didn't get any of your guys' book for Christmas. I'm kind of upset. Aw, every day. I got your How to Draw Characters book for Christmas. Awesome. Awesome. Tennis ball. I'm practicing basic forms in perspective, but I'm struggling with the triangle. A triangle is a 2-dimensional shape, so I'm not sure what you mean exactly in perspective. Like, do you mean something like this? Hello, Rayma. Good hunt. Hello. Wish I could buy it someday. Hopefully so. I was so tired and was gonna go to sleep, but now I'm way too excited and no longer tired. It's because we went live. Yeah, Pyramid. Sure. I was, okay, bought both your books on Amazon, almost lost my package. Oh no! But almost means you didn't. Hands are my struggling and some more honestly. Oh yeah. Get your books on my birthday though, it'll be the only thing I ask for. Do I study perspective first? Depends on what your goals are, but learning perspective is generally a pretty good idea since most things you will draw will be in 3-dimensional space. How do I draw male torso? My bad English isn't my native English, so I could explain stuff weird. No, it's all good. Yeah, a pyramid is... I shouldn't say a pyramid, right? This is like a triangular prism. A triangular prism is problematic because if you draw a box this box has 1, 2, 3 sides to it. Hello, Matt. And the more sides of something you can see, the more depth it has. So, for example, if I draw a piece of paper, this doesn't have any depth. If I bring it up like this has more depth because you can see 1, 2 sides. So 1 side, 1, 2 sides. And now if I go like this, this has more depth. You can see 1, 2, 3 sides. 1, 2, 3 sides. So the more sides of something you can see, the more dimensional it will feel. And now, triangular prisms cause a problem because, guess what? You can only see 2 sides of it most of the time. So unless you make a really flattened triangular prism with like this, it's very hard to make triangular prisms feel good in perspective, and that's part of the reason, is because they just don't have a lot of depth. And if you were to shade this, you don't actually get a 1, 2, 3 read. You only have 2 sides, so you can only get a 1, 2 read. But if you're shading a box, you can have a dark side, a medium side, and a light side. But a triangular prism does not have that.
Makes me wish I got a oil spray.
So triangular prisms are problematic. But in perspective, an oil spray?
Yeah.
So in perspective, I would just say, if you're doing 2-point perspective, pull some lines out. I would make this your center line and pull it out like that. And then you can just pull out and do that. If you're drawing one of these in 2-point perspective, it's pretty simple. This keeps freezing for me. So since I'm the only one here, I have to manage chat and draw, so it's all good. Hey RJ, Merry Christmas. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Dahlia.
I'll be there soon.
Okay, male torso. Can't stay, but I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Awesome, Kat. Thanks for stopping by. Merry Christmas, Layla as well. ZS Cosplays. Thank you for the follow. Ooh, cosplayer, huh? Cosplaying is awesome. Vio, our Christmas has been great. I made my OC in an Academy art. I hate how the hands look. Christina will take a look at that later. Chuko, is Christina cooking? Yeah, she's making some tomato soup. Yum yum. Oh, she gave me a cookie earlier too. Diego, yeah. Wow, it's hard to manage a chat.
It is.
Or it's hard to do everything by yourself. I got a perspective drawing book. Awesome, Dahlia. Let her cook. Yes. Crap. Do you and Christina get any presents? You know, we got a fan.
We got a fan. The way you said it.
We got this fan here. As one of our gifts. And our family didn't even know that we were needing a fan in order to cool down our streaming cameras, because sometimes they freeze. Christina got some cooking stuff, or some relatives gave us some cash money.
I got a cute ring by Colton's mom.
How do I check if the figure is drawn correctly in perspective? So, here's the thing, right? If I draw a figure in perspective and say, this is the ground plane, right? Something's weird. If this is my ground plane right here, and I draw a figure in perspective on this, the person is going to have their own perspective. So, for example, I could go, oh no, I'm falling. Whoa, and there's the leg. And here's the other leg. Whoa, and the knee and the leg is coming back, and there's the foot. And here's the other foot. Oh no. You'll see that this character is floating above the ground, right? Maybe they're right there. Maybe I'll move them down a little bit. So, here's the thing, and this is going to make you feel a lot better. The character doesn't actually have to be in the same perspective as this ground. You can see right here the character that I drew, not in the same perspective, but they feel like they're related to each other, right? Especially if I draw this down and they're connected to the ground. So, your character doesn't have to be in the same perspective. It has to be in the same camera lens. But, for example, you draw a ground plane and you have your character like this. You use your proportional method, half, a little bit lower, half, a third, the head, torso, right? And I'm just doing this really simply. Wow, this person's got really buff legs. I'll make them a little bit bigger. But anyways, so just this really quick drawing, right? So, as long as they're connected to the ground, it doesn't really matter, because think about it. If I drew this again, you're never going to really have a character standing like this in perspective. People are always posing, right? They have contrapposto. They've got their torsos twisting. Their head is looking a different direction. So what you can do is you can find where they're connected to the ground. But imagine I do this, right? Here's where they're connected to the ground. Here's the top of their head. Here's the middle of their body. Their torso, let's just say a third and a third. And their head is looking that way. And their chest is out that way. And their hips are like this. And they're on this ground plane, right? And then maybe this leg comes out and goes like this. And sorry, I can't read chat because I'm drawing. This is usually not a problem, but today it is.
I will be there in a jiffy.
If you're learning fundamentals, is there any characterized order of learning fundamentals? Not necessarily. So again, if I'm drawing something in perspective, people move, people bend. So the perspective right here where they connect to the ground, you want their feet planted and you want them to feel like they're balanced, like they're actually standing. But as far as that goes, it doesn't actually matter that much. So I could have this person and they're bent way over like this. Whoa, Christina jump scare.
I'm here.
And you could have the pelvis come out like this. And the leg could come up like this. And maybe this one goes down.
Merry Christmas, Emma.
Right? Maybe your leg could come up like that. And the head could be like this. The knee is connected to the ground. The foot is out.
Thank you. Hi.
So again, I find that when people are really focused on making sure the character's in the right perspective of the scene, they tend to make their poses really stiff, right? Because if you've got a vanishing point here, and you've got this, and you make this the shoulders, and this the head, and you make this.
Thank you, Artemis. Aluna says, I'm at dinner right now and have you guys playing under the table.
The hip box. That's great.
Yeah, thank you. This is a top, not a dress, but it kind of looks like a dress from up here.
Right? If you make the shoulders go back to this vanishing point, and you make the pelvis go back to this vanishing point, that's a recipe for a stiff pose.
Yeah.
And so I would rather see a character slightly out of perspective with an interesting pose than lined up with the grid looking like a soldier standing in line. Because that's one of people's main problems with perspective. So again, as long as your feet are connected to the ground, your body can twist. If this person's torso is bent over like this.
Misaki says she's back, I guess.
Oh, hello.
Dang, I was scrolling through TikTok and you came on. No avoiding.
Right? Let's just say they're like this. Whoa, that's a really... Let me do this.
Thank you,
Let me bend them out.
for the follow.
Let me bend them lower. So let's just say we got this, and they're like bending back, and they're like... And they're twisted, and their head is pointed this way, and this arm is coming up, and they're like stretching like this.
Yeah.
Well, this torso of theirs is no longer in the same perspective as this grid. Right? And they're like this, and their arm comes over, and they're like stretching.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Lynx and Lena, for the follow.
That torso...
Kaito says, the video about the chicken drumstick helps a lot with the character's legs. That's fun. I'm glad that was helpful for you.
Right, the torso is now not in the same perspective as that. So again, with people, a person cannot get perfectly straight in perspective, because if you look at a person in a side view, they sort of look like this.
Smells good. Did you smell that?
Yeah. Right? A person basically looks like this in side view.
Thank you, Lorvie. Thank you, Norman, Gigi, and Liu Shu for the follow.
So this box is tilted back, and this box is tilted forward. And then, like I said, most poses, when people stand naturally, have contrapposto, which means that your tilt of the shoulders and tilt of the hips are opposed to each other. So that wouldn't actually be lined up in this anyways. So if you want to draw a really stiff pose in perspective, you could build the person out really blocky, like this sort of thing. But it's not going to feel natural. And so if you want to check the perspective of the person, check to make sure they feel balanced on the ground, like they're not going to fall over, and make sure that they're in the same camera lens as your as the rest of your scene.
Kaito, your hands look fine. I think all you need to do is just make it a little bit bigger, because he has little tiny baby hands, but everything else looks wonderful. He has very large hair. Look at that.
So
talk about his OC.
This helped Christina a lot.
It did.
When she was drawing people, because people will learn like 1 and 2 point and 3 point perspective, and then they'll want to draw, and they'll be like, everything's got to connect to this vanishing point. And that's like this rule that they learn. If I want to draw a box, it's got to connect to the vanishing point. But then you'll see people, and they're like twisted around, and they're bending, and they're doing all these different things. They don't connect to that vanishing point. They're in different angles. So if I wanted to draw a box here, that's in a completely different perspective, like, I'm kind of screwed, right? Because I'm going to have to refigure out my entire perspective. But this is, you multiply this times 100, and that's a person. So instead of thinking like purely in terms of what goes to my vanishing point, think more in terms of, can I draw different boxes at different angles and have them feel like they're in the scene together? You know, maybe one comes right here and goes like this.
Hey, Tori.
And maybe there's one back here. So this is actually a really good exercise to draw a bunch of boxes at different angles that are all kind of like in space. Kind of like drawing the boxes and shapes more 3D-ish. I don't know what that means exactly. Doing the opposite, drawing people but haven't learned perspective. Well, a lot of people start like that as well.
I started like that.
You know, Is it possible to find what vanishing points the tilted parts go to? I know when objects tilt in perspective, it doesn't work exactly like standard 2-point or 3-point, I think. It is possible, but especially with a human figure, it's absolutely, you're never going to do it. Because human bodies bend and twist in all different kinds of ways. And not only that, human bodies are organic. Like, if I want to, like, think about it, right? If I draw a blob and I draw contour lines around this, I draw like a center line, and then I draw contour lines around it.
Nice looking shape or form.
How important do you think it would be for me to find the vanishing point of this? Like, it's not very important. It wouldn't do anything for me, right? All I would really need to do is go... I mean, I could find a vanishing point of it. You know, you could put it inside of a box, like this. These are all cross-sections. And these cross-sections go up and down. That's not quite right, but... go up and down like this. And then that would be like your perspective, you know. But again, if I find the vanishing point for this thing, it's not really that important. And imagine this is a human body. So I like to think about perspective in a couple of different ways. One is like you get really good at drawing objects at different angles. And number two is like you have this understanding of how camera lenses work and all that kind of thing. So you draw, if you can draw something and keep in mind the convergence, because again, that's how camera lenses work, right? Like a wide lens is going to converge faster, and a long lens is going to converge slower, which is something that nobody ever talks about.
Ooh, thank you for the heart me, Karkar. We got some questions. How do you, hold up. Jolly Answer said, like, drawing the boxes in different perspectives, like 2D and 3D angles?
Oh, I responded to that earlier.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
How do you manage being art block all the time? Any tips? Come up with a story that you're passionate about, in my opinion.
Cool name, Heisenberg. Matthias, Merry Christmas.
Is not being able to draw without references normal? Yeah, you have to be trained to draw without references.
Mm-hmm.
Moldy Jeff, hello.
Thank you for the follow, Velvet Velcro, and Retsny. Is that how you pronounce it? Hey, Danny draws.
Like, yeah, you can absolutely find the vanishing points of tilted body parts, and if you're doing extreme foreshortening like this, you probably want to. But in most cases, you're not going to.
I think Kaito was asking about, like, how to draw, like, a perspective from above. I'm guessing you mean, like, a...
Like a bird's eye view?
Probably like a bird's eye view. I'm guessing that's what it is. Cutie Pie, I'll check it in a bit.
So, if you want to draw perspective from above, you're going to be looking down at something like this. And you're probably going to have a vanishing point on the bottom as well. So, if there's a person here, right, they're going to look like that.
Merry Christmas, Riella.
Come on, undo.
I know, Procreate's like that. Smells really good. I'm roasting tomatoes and onions in the air fryer, and it smells heavenly right now.
So you're really just going to be looking down at it. So drawing from above, if you think about it, if I've got your horizon line and I've got a vanishing point, you know, you're basically going to be way down here. Well, that's not right.
Okay, Christmas light. Someone asked, I can't really say it. Do you guys stream every day or just specific days you want to?
Mostly specific days.
Mostly specific days. So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. Pacific is our schedule.
Vanishing point below, converging as well. So 1, 2, and 3-point perspective have different uses. 1 point is when you're basically looking at one side of an object. If I'm looking at essentially one side of the object, I'm going to use 1 point perspective, right? If I'm looking at basically the corner of an object or the edge of the object, I'm going to use 2-point perspective. So I'll use something like this, right? I'm looking at this corner, I'm using 2-point perspective. I'm looking at this face, I'm using 1-point perspective. Generally, 2-point If I'm looking down or up at like the corner of an object or the top of an object, I'm going to use 3-point perspective. So I'll go in and I'm looking down at this object. Right? Like maybe I'm looking at this corner, I'll do 3-point. So where's my Rubik's Cube? Here it is. So I got this Rubik's Cube here, right? This Rubik's Cube is in 1-point perspective. If I do this, you can see here's the front, here's these two sides, and it's going back to a vanishing point back there. If I look at this, my Rubik's Cube is in 2-point perspective. There's vanishing points on the right and a vanishing point on the left. If I do this, I'm doing 3-point perspective. Especially if I bring it nice and close to the camera. You'll see that this side is pointed down, and this side is pointed down, and this side is pointed that way, and this side is pointed that way. So that's basically what I did. Right there.
The cake, oh, the cake. Hot dog, why did I say hot dog? Cake says, thank you so much for this live.
You're welcome.
I can't really see things very
So,
clearly.
the use of different perspectives has to do with what you're trying to show. If I just want to show something simple, front view, I'm going to go really flat with it.
Yeah.
iPad.
Okay.
And I'll show different examples. My iPad is still charged, so that's good.
Merry Christmas, Kiro. Beaver says, I've been playing this game that was animated by Studio Ghibli, and I think y'all would like it. Ooh. We don't play very games very often, but that sounds fun.
Let me see. Let me try to find... I don't really use a lot of 1-point perspective.
Dan, we use the iPad Pro 13-inch.
Yeah.
And Meisel's here.
You can actually see in this shot, this is mostly 1-point perspective, except I've taken these objects and I've rotated them just slightly. So this right here, but this building right here is pretty much in 1-point perspective. And then I've rotated this bridge. So you can actually do a lot. If I set up a shot like this, I'm basically going, here's my shot, here's my horizon line, vanishing point right here, maybe I'll have a box right here. And then, for this building right here, I'm using 2-point perspective. So I've shifted the vanishing point to the left over here, and I'm going two-point perspective. And then for this building right here, I've shifted the vanishing point even further to the left, although I've proportioned my buildings wrong. So let me go ahead and take this and just chuck it over. And I'll, what?
Hey, Dan. M followed. Thank you for follow.
And then I'm going, this one's even further. So I'll just put this in the front. Like that. And then if I find the middle of these, and I find, say, however long I want this one, I can do that. And then this one comes up. And you can see that that feels a lot more natural because you're having different objects at different angles instead of everything being on the grid perfectly. And this is the mistake that people make with drawing humans in perspective, is when you put everything perfectly on the grid. Let's just, finish this human up. It doesn't feel good because there aren't parts at different angles. And so you draw someone like this instead and start to break that. So, yeah, and then say you want to draw someone at a different angle down here. You can just take this up.
How do you figure out the placement of the perspective points?
It's up to you, actually. It depends on what you want to, do.
Thank you, Sunfish, for the follow. Oh, and Pixelated Art says, I got the Morpho books for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
That's cool. Nice.
Those are great.
Thank you, Hades, for the follow as well.
So, you know, we would take this person and we would tilt them ever so slightly, probably this way.
Thank you, Monkey D Dragon, for the follow. I know you like your One Piece. And Alimiko Arts, thank you for the follow.
But I didn't make a new layer, so now all these are slightly off.
Rip.
So whatever. Don't
And
matter.
live life on the edge.
Yeah. Curveball.
Yep.
So if there's someone standing on this edge, they would be like that. Right? It could be out here. And if there's someone over here, see, I'm using this grid like this. I've got my bottom vanishing point. So if you want to draw people from above, just remember you're in 3-point perspective and there is a vanishing point way down that way. So if the people are standing up, they're generally going to be following this grid right here. Because they are all on the same axis this way, right? In the X, the Z is up and down is Y, right? They're all in the X or the Y axes. When I drew, I had this problem because I couldn't connect these lines because my sheet was too small.
Hey, Miku.
Yeah,
I forgot
so
that song was Green Hoodie.
There you go. Something like that. And then, you know, you got your lines converging that way. And that's essentially just what I drew. Is that sort of thing. So there's person 1, there's person 2, there's person
Well, the only difference is that you didn't have to pull in all those vanishing points on this drawing right there. You just drew a box.
The only difference is I didn't draw VP1 and VP2 because I drew my box. Like that.
The box is your perspective. Baked beans. Hello.
Baked beans.
I like that name. Baked beans. Sounds like a cute name. Cam Bam. Ashley Perez. Whoa.
But like I said, if I wanted to draw a person here and they're like this.
Oh, thank you for the hand heart Dahlia.
Whoa. And they're falling from the sky.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Colin is drawing some people, simple people in perspective.
Right? And maybe this person, or this leg, is like that, and this person's arm. No.
Wow.
And this arm is, I don't know what this arm would be doing.
Maybe like this?
Maybe so. That person's falling, although they're a little bit oddly proportioned.
It's good enough. How did you manage chat today? I think you did a lot of good.
No, I'm kidding.
I think you did a good amount of juggling today.
Yeah, stuff like that. So again, one of the most important things to learning perspective is getting good at drawing a proper box. A box essentially at any angle without having to find the vanishing points. And knowing and like being able to rotate it, for example. So say we rotate.
Wow. Kaito says, I see, I never knew there's 1, 2, and 3 perspectives before, but now I know. Thank you so much. You guys are angels. Thank you.
Technically, there's also 5 and 6 point, but we don't talk
We
about
don't
we don't talk
that
about
yet.
6 point because it's not very useful for artists.
Yeah. It's only if you want to go like really.
It's only if you're like a map maker
Obsessed. Yeah.
in the 1950s.
That's honestly kind of cool though.
Yeah, getting really good at drawing boxes at different angles is very, very important if you want to not pull your hair out all the time.
I'm in the mood for a June one sometime.
You want to do a June?
Yeah, let's do a June.
Well, I never did change it.
Yeah.
TikTok's not going to change it all.
Yeah, I know. But just for YT. Yeah.
That's fun.
Thank you, Ale, for the follow.
Yeah, so if you want to draw people at different angles and stuff, it becomes very useful. So that's like the sort of thing that I teach in our school as well.
We have anime art school.
Drawing objects from different angles, and like a simple bird from any angle you want, and then going into rotating boxes and stuff like that. So I know a couple of you in here have our school. This is all in my dimensional drawing class, by the way. So just go through the dimensional drawing class and you'll learn a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about.
I would even say do that first if you really want to.
Yeah.
Take his dimensional drawing class first before the other ones, because that's going to drastically improve your drawings in the long run anyways.
Yeah, and I teach you how to construct forms using blocky shapes and then turn them organic so they feel a lot more natural. Christmas money hitting, I can finally buy the course.
Oh,
awesome.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you,
let us know if you do.
Yeah. I hope that it'll be really useful for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tori has appeared on YT. She says, boop.
Oh, awesome.
Boop.
Why was I convinced that I was going to reach out and grab like a drink or something?
Because you usually would have a drink.
I usually would have a drink.
Have a drink in front of us. So this is like a crime. Do you want me to get you a drink?
Meisel says, just did my final payment today for the school. Oh, awesome.
Aw, thank you, Meisel.
Look like Lego. Yeah, they do look like Legos.
No, you didn't get anything? Well, consider your little OC drawing as our little Christmas gift. Although that was kind of early. It was on the 23rd. Abe? Oh yeah, Artemis says you don't have your oolong.
That's a crime.
Do you want me to get an oolong for you?
Sure. And if you wanted to draw someone laying on the ground.
It was fun drawing Abe. You're welcome, Noel. Hold up. How do I get out? Yeah. There we go.
You can draw them like that. If you know your general human proportion, what do we always talk about on stream? Draw a line.
Divide it in half.
Divide it in half. Is that half? A little bit high.
A little bit high.
How about that? Still high?
Still a little bit high.
It's because I'm looking at the iPad from an
I think that
angle.
looks good enough.
Right? Divide this in thirds. 2/3 of this is the head. That's an 8-head figure. This is the upper torso. This is the lower torso. You could also just simplify this as a box.
Mm-hmm. No eggnog. We didn't get any eggnog.
Divide this one in half. This is the bottom of the pillar or the knee. The legs come down. Eggs. Eggnog.
Eggnog. Egg.
You made me say eggs because of eggnog.
Tori's Kira asks, are you gonna draw OCs again? But yeah, that is more like a treat every once in a while lately,
Yeah.
Tori. So thanks, Tori, for the explanation. That was a very cute explanation too. Ven says, hi, I'm kind of new, mainly to streams. I saw you had a book with a color template. Could you show it?
Huh?
If you mean book 1, where we cover like some color palettes and stuff, like skin color and stuff.
It's you
in
gotta
here.
look at the color section.
I forget. Okay, it's probably around.
Probably soon. There it is. This?
This
Type of thing?
is what you're talking about?
With lights and shadows and stuff? Skin tones? And this kind of stuff?
And the
Color
color
palettes, color wheel? I don't know if that's what they're talking about.
But that is in book 1.
Ven. So, anyways, back to this. Right half of the bottom is the bottom of the pillar of the knee. And then you've got the feet down here. The arms come out. You swing out from the bottom of the rib cage. Elbow. Swing out from the pubic bone. Wrist. The hand is extra on the end.
Wow, that's a good figure. Vio says Muwa.
Moo. I'm not all crazy today like I was before.
Well, that was a 12-hour stream.
Yeah, I was
so
pretty
we were
crazy on the 12-hour stream.
Mm-hmm. And
And that's your general figure proportion.
mm-hmm. We got a
And
Maddie.
that's what allows you to do all of this kind of thing in perspective. Because if you do this 1,000 times, you get pretty used to it, and it allows your brain to think about other things. We got a Maddie?
M-A-D-D-Y.
Oh, Maddie.
Well, I don't know if they're still here, but we have a character named Madison, and we nicknamed her Maddie, and we were like, we're biased, so.
So if you want to do all this stuff, you need to learn these general proportions, and then you can start, manipulating the torso and drawing different stuff. I wasn't really warmed up today. Now I'm kind of warmed up.
Auden, thank you for the Christmas wishes. Merry Christmas. And Ano says, finally he's the one drawing. I know. He doesn't... I like it when he draws, and when he takes over the screen.
But yeah. How was your Christmas? It was pretty good. It is pretty good. Still going.
Mm-hmm. I have a friend named Madison. Nice.
Yeah.
Look at that strand of hair. My air fryer's going to be beeping any minute, so you're warned.
Alright.
I drew Miki the Christmas outfit in server fan art. It's funny that I avoid drawing the hands. That's funny. I thought your hands looked nice, Kaito. And I love that little drawing that you did.
Yeah, it's great.
It was
it's
very
really,
nice
really
drawing.
nice.
It was a very nice drawing. I was like, it's so cute.
Yeah, it's very cute. Thank you.
Pillowhead, Merry Christmas. Oh, we should have made Abby a Christmas outfit.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to include her.
I do want to include her. You mean for that?
Yeah.
That could be fun.
Maybe also include Ray in there, because now that she's a teacher. As
Yeah.
Well. Well, I am also making a video on how to draw the other eye and get it correct. So look forward to that on our YT channel.
Yes. I'm excited about that.
Yeah. It's a really to the point video, which I think you'll find it very helpful. Was Santa nice to y'all? Yes. Very practical. We got a lot of practical gifts. In fact, a lot of the time, we had our minds were read by our gifters. Well, his mom read my mind because I really wanted some pimple patches, and I ran out, and now I got a bunch. And so I'm like, you just read my mind, girl. Cyber, Merry Christmas. There it goes. I got a BRB. You mean there's other... Yes, there is, Artemis. You mean there's other ways to draw the other eye without copying and reflecting? Yep. But it takes a lot more work. It takes a lot more work, but you'll get it right every time.
You can back up the chair,
for some reason
We
I
got
can't.
a new green screen, and we no longer have to try to squeeze out, because the green screen's bigger and doesn't have to be 2 inches behind us.
You're right.
So, now that I'm here, what's going on? Now that I am here alone with y'all, but hear me out, Arson, huh? Was Santa nice to y'all? Yes. That would be helpful. Do you teach how to draw male torsos? Sure. I'm not that good at it, but basically the male torso generally is going to be a little bit more shaped like this. And then we'll draw the bottom like that. Rib cage is in the middle of this one, and the rib cage is actually kind of like 90 degrees on a male. I might actually go and grab this for a demonstration. Which one?
The Equine model?
Yeah. Big. It's a big model. Big dude. Don't worry, this is covered. But yeah, so male torso, right? Rib cage, sternum, bottom of the sternum, then it comes out to here. this comes up above the pit of the neck right here. And you got your clavicles like this. Your pectoralis, which is this muscle right here, connects up on the arm, on the underneath of the deltoid, on the humerus. And then the deltoid, you'll notice this. It connects to the clavicle right before the bend happens in the clavicle. So the clavicle is kind of like a bicycle handlebar. Like from above, it kind of looks like this. And the deltoid connects in this area right here. Not the deltoid, what am I saying? The pectoralis connects here. The deltoid connects on this side. So again, why did I say deltoid? No. The deltoid connects after the bend. The pectoralis connects before the bend. And I have no idea why I said it that way. I wasn't paying attention. So you'll basically have this. And then the deltoid connects after that. Like that sort of thing. How's your Christmas been? It's been great. Merry Christmas. So, down here, you go about halfway. Pelvis. Bring this down. You still see fine? Yeah. Pelvis. Abdominal muscles on a guy look like this. I'm actually not that good at drawing abs. I rarely draw them.
You can do it.
Just like that. Then on the sides, you have the external obliques. Those come down and they fit into your ribs and they go like this. See? Boop. They fit in right there. And you can kind of see this bulge right on the side. That's your external obliques. And they come around your back and you can see them right there. This is the this is a back muscle. That's the latissimus dorsi, but we're not worried about that right now. Then, underneath of the armpit, right in here, you have your serratus anterior, and they kind of look like little avocado slices, and they fit into your ribs, kind of like interwoven into it. And then on the bottom, interwoven into it, are your external obliques. So those come down like this. So you basically got this kind of thing under your armpit, like that. Where'd you get that figure? I don't know. 3D Total. We have a bunch of figures. Some of them were from this. Some of them, I'll show you a pretty sick one. This one's huge, so we don't use it on stream. Here's a pretty cool one. Male figure. See, you can see that serratus anterior right there? Here, if I bring it on this camera, that's what it looks like. It's really nice. The back's done really well, too. It's heavy, it's plaster. We have a female one as well. We have a big female one like this one, too. But 3D Total, you can look that up. They're probably a couple $100. They have like different attachments and stuff as well, so you can like take the arm off. It's pretty nice. And the head. Yep. Oh, even that. Look at that. But anyways, abdominal muscles, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So you've got these, which is like your 6-pack. And then you've got muscles underneath. So we got this sort of thing. And by the way, abdominal muscles aren't always even.
Yeah, I'll notice that. Some sides will be larger than others.
Yeah. And the belly button is right here. Where is that? Above the pelvis a little bit. So the belly button is a floating point. There we go. Got abdominal muscles right here. And above that, like that. Didn't draw that one very well. And right there. And then we got this one here. Like that. So the pectoralis kind of has an edge. You got your sternum right here in the middle. And your pectoralis has like this 3D shape to it. Like this. And if you shade it, you'll see that sort of thing. Like that. So on a male torso, the neck comes up. Let's just end it. Sternocleidomastoid comes down from behind the ear and connects to the middle of the clavicle. So that comes in right here, comes in right here. Trapezius is on the back. It's this big dagger looking muscle and it connects to the base of the skull. You will see it over top of the clavicle. So it tends to look like this and connects in like this. So on a guy, the trapezius kind of looks like this. On a girl, the trapezius tends to look like this.
Yep. Looks like it. Someone asked, free drawing class? Well, technically, kind of.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, technically on these streams, yep, we teach for free. But we also have our anime art school as well that is not free, but has everything that we teach much more in depth.
Bicep.
Yep.
You can probably see a little bit of the tricep. And then this, you can see, connects right in there.
Thank you, Santa Maria, for the follow, and happy face with sparkles. And not as preppy as preppy. Thank you for the follow.
And then you got this muscle inside of here, which you can't really see on this model, but that's a brachialis.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, someone, for the follow as well. I struggle with the lower back and the V cut line. What's the V cut line?
What?
They struggle with the lower back and the V cut line. I don't know what the V cut line. Do you mean like the dimples on the back right there?
You mean like right here, the dimples right there?
That's actually indicating your pelvis.
Yeah, that's the back of the pelvis.
Ilia crest.
Yeah, where your coccyx is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go. What?
Donna, hi.
Hoo-ha?
Donna.
Oh, hello.
Tori says, I hope my monthly makes Christina giddy. Girl, I think you are... Are you hinting at something? Cyber says, what about 3/4?
There we go.
Well, I would say before you draw the 3/4, I think draw this first, and then you'll know how to do it in 3/4.
Yeah, draw this a lot.
Yeah.
So there we go. Now, on males, sometimes you'll see it. On females, a lot of the time you'll see it. There's this part where the clavicle ends and it connects to your scapula on the back. There will be sometimes a little bump right here. So there will be the trapezius, a bump, and then the deltoid. And this right here is called the acromion process, and it is where your clavicle wraps around and meets the scapula on the back. So don't miss those little things. There you go.
Tori's snitching.
What's she snitching at?
She's like, I don't mean to alarm you, but people are making it their mission to make you sob. And Nullified's like, Ryan snitching.
And so, when you put nipples on guys, they will tend to be, you come out from the clavicle, they will tend to be like that, on this corner right here. See how it looks correct when it's there?
Oh, thank you for the dolphin, Nullified, and not as preppy. Thank you for the dolphin as well.
And sometimes you'll get a little gap right here. That's the separation of the deltoid, which is right here, and the pectoralis, which is right here. And you'll sometimes get a little gap right here. And you can actually see it on this guy right there and right there. So that's where the muscles,
Dimple.
that's where the pectoralis ends and the deltoid starts. And look, you got like some sort of a little
gap
vein thing in there.
Donna says, I got your guys.
I feel my heartbeat there.
They said, she said, I got your guys' how to draw manga book for Christmas. I'm so excited to use
awesome.
it. Yay!
What if the doctor checked your pulse like in that little gap right there? Can I feel that? Is there like a vein in there or like a artery?
Tori, if they did say that the other day, I genuinely didn't know.
I'm having a private public conversation here, sir.
Razor says, I'm having trouble with waist that connects to the legs because I keep drawing the legs straight.
There we go. Having trouble with waist that connect to the legs. Waist that connects to the legs.
You mean like how to attach the legs to the pelvis and stuff? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I mean if you have your pelvis.
Thank you, Nana, for the follow.
Hip box, 3-finger gap. You come down here. So this is your pelvis. Your leg attaches at the bottom of the 3-finger gap. And you got all these muscles and stuff around here. I'll just stop it there. Where it attaches. If you do a side view, your hip box a lot of the time will be tilted forward a little bit. So here's your pelvis, your hip box rather. Your pelvis would look something like that. It would come over like that. Here's your 3-finger gap. The leg connects to the bottom of the 3-finger gap right here. Then about 2/3 of the way back, the leg connects on the back, and then you got your glutes on the back like this, coming around, and you've got 3 muscles. You've got your tensor fascia, which is right here.
It's like a deltoid.
Yeah, it's kind of like a deltoid. You got your gluteus medius right here, and you got your gluteus maximus down here, your booty butt, and there is where your femur is, right around here. And your iliotibial band comes down here, like that. And then, of course, you got your vastus lateralis and your rectus femoris on the front and stuff like that, and your hamstrings on the back. But from a front view, you've got your pelvis right here. This is your 3-finger gap. And you got this muscle that is right here. You can see it. It comes down and connects to the back of the leg right there. That's your sartorius. It comes down and goes to the back of the leg like this.
Someone says big words. Yes, definitely. And then
yeah, a bunch of Latin.
Says so some anatomy knowledge is necessary.
If you want to draw anatomy, yeah. But if you want to, like for most of the stuff, you're not going to really need in-depth anatomy knowledge.
I would say like the reason why we say the big words is because we're familiar with the terminology for that, and that's just what we've always called it. Like most art, basically every artist knows the Latin terms for the main muscle groups.
Not every artist.
Not every
a lot
artist,
of artists,
but a lot of artists will be like, will know it to some degree.
Yep.
Yushia says, do you have a method for drawing eyes from different perspectives? Yes. In fact, I want to make a video on it sometime. We'll have to talk about that sometime.
Yeah, you can draw if you want.
Sure. Ghost, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I can talk about it later.
Sure.
Oh, very nice. Thank you, Ghost Kitty and Yushia for the follow. Thank you, Shrimp, for the follow as well. Shrimp. How do you get good pictorial for anatomy? Can't really find one who's good. Do you mean like how do you? I'm not really sure what you mean. Do you mean like a reference?
Do the abs connect like all the way up to like the?
I would say the opening.
Bottom of the
yeah,
sternum?
I would say so.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've
look
noticed
at it.
that.
It's like right underneath the pecs.
Yeah, crazy. Goes all the way up underneath the pecs right there. And you got some other muscles and sheaths and stuff, but you usually don't draw those.
Yeah.
You know, that. I mean, people have different shaped abs. Like, sometimes they'll be like this.
Is the inner muscle on the leg always higher than the one on the outside?
The inner muscle on the leg?
Do you mean like the quad muscles?
Do you mean...
Which one do you mean?
Do you mean this muscle versus that muscle?
You might need to raise it up a little bit higher. I don't think they saw that.
Oh.
This muscle.
This muscle right here versus this one.
Oh, no problem. TB Choi, the artist TB Choi has a lot of good anatomy references.
Yeah, she has some good breakdowns.
You can also get this book, Morpho.
In order to truly become a good artist, you need to learn the muscle names? Nah, you don't need to learn the muscle names. We know the muscle names because we teach it. Yeah. Yes, those muscles. No, the inside one is lower than the outside one. This is the vastus medialis, and this is the vastus lateralis. And generally, the inside one is going to be lower than the outside one.
I would say the benefit of knowing the muscle names is like, okay, we immediately know what muscle you're talking about.
So you can see them right here as well.
Yeah. So like...
Lower, higher.
Yeah. So like if someone says, oh, like, what's the top muscle? Well, like, we don't know what the top muscle you're referring to is. Yeah. But if you say the rectus femoris, we'll be like, okay, I know where that one is.
We spend a lot of time learning the names of the muscles because we teach a lot. And it's not good habit to teach by going this big middle one or that left one.
Yeah.
If I didn't teach, I wouldn't know as much. Or I wouldn't memorize the names nearly as much.
Yeah.
You don't actually have to know anatomy that well in order to become a great artist.
Right.
How did you guys learn all the muscles? Lots and lots of anatomy and figure drawing classes. Also lots of studying books. And I'm not necessarily that good at it. Another thing is I do figure drawing.
Cyber, we also have a payment plan, so you can also look that up. But once again, you know, these are free, so.
I do figure drawing, and then I put in all the muscles and color code them while looking at references. Like this sort of stuff. And I do this over and over, and I'll do it like numerous times. Because another thing is I already know the names of most of these muscles, so that's why I didn't label them.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to learn like the more finer placements and connection points and stuff.
Yeah, no, fine. We do have a payment plan for our anime art school.
So like that kind of stuff.
You can check that out on our website.
How long should the arms be?
Slenderman arms. Your elbow will be at the end of the rib cage, approximately.
Yeah, you swing out from the end of the rib cage, and that'll be about where your elbow is. You swing out from the pubic bone, the bottom of the pubic bone, which is literally the halfway point of the figure. You swing out, and that'll be about where the wrist is, and then the hand is on the end of the wrist. So that's how long the arm is.
What's the payment plan again?
What's the payment plan? It's 3 monthly payments of 166 or 5
US dollars.
US.
Thank you, Slime. Your classes are very helpful. What kind of classes did you get? Thank you, Taylor, for the follow, and thank you, Kiki, for the follow. Oh, that's such a nice name, Kiki.
Yeah, it is a very nice name. I love
that. So the arm stops between the middle of the leg?
I would say if you stand up and you put your hands on your sides, your hands will come to about your thigh. You grab your thigh, and that's right about where your iliotibial band is. So you'll notice on this guy, his hand is right about on his thigh right here. So again, pubic bone, you swing out, end of the wrist.
Ooh, Noel said, looks like I'll get the course after all. Thank you so much, Noel. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Whoever cared, thank you for the follow, and thank you, Sarah for the follow. And there's another person, but I can't read their...
The taco art books, they're pretty good. I like a lot of the simplifications that they do in those.
I do. I actually use a lot of their stuff as reference.
A very good artist. A lot of really nice simplifications and tips and tricks and stuff. I would say the books are most useful for somebody who's properly learned figure drawing, because it's going to build on what you already know rather than... How do I say it? Like... Learning shortcuts is really, really, really useful for people who already kind of know what they're doing. For beginners, it's harder. It's not that it isn't useful, it's just harder because it can become the only thing you know. You don't have like a reference point to start from. So the taco books, I really like them. They're super good. They're incredibly useful to someone like Christina or me, who have already been working professionally for a long time as artists. You get a lot of little tips and tricks and... Oh, so the sternocleidomastoid is that shape.
It's like, it's more nuanced. The more, like, when you become a professional artist and you become really skilled, it's not about, oh, well, what's the general anatomy? It's like, oh, so that's a specific shape of a specific muscle. And then it looks more accurate.
Yeah, like if I'm going, oh, so they simplified the hamstring into that shape when looked at from a 3/4 angle.
Oh, I know.
That's really useful. But for a beginner, it's not as useful, and the beginner might go, oh, that's just how it's done. Is your book available to buy online? Yeah.
Yes. You can get them on Amazon. Chloe, thank you for
Hi, happy Christmas. Merry Christmas as well.
No, I'm asking for next year for my birthday. I need your book. Thank you, Smokey.
Yep. So there, whoever asked for the male torso, that's it right there.
The same way as well. Same muscles, just different, a little bit different shape.
And someone sell an ebook. We only have an ebook of book number 1.
Yeah. Honestly, what if I made like a very simplified anatomy course?
Like a 6-week or like a 4-week, like a
or
quick like an anatomy class that's kind of really fast, maybe like 2-hour lessons or something.
Like that. Yeah.
It
would just be like a very simple breakdown.
To buy and read like in PDF. In PDF no, there's no PDF versions available now. When are y'all's birthday? In September.
Colin's is September 13th, mine's September 10th, so we're very close together.
What was I saying? I got distracted. Oh yeah, would y'all be interested in something like a short anatomy course that you can buy and go back to? But like a $20 anatomy course.
I think that'd be really good. I feel like it'd be a very useful one because the chibi one is kind of specific, but it's cute. Yeah. But I feel like something more useful, like an anatomy one, is really good. Yeah. Christina, question: I heard you drink energy drinks. What do you drink? We drink Alani's.
Alani. We drink Izzy's, although those aren't really. Doesn't the chest muscle have a different shape? Because I see some that are round, but some are sharp.
It depends on how much you build it up.
It depends on how much body fat you have. It depends on how much you build it up.
They say yes.
Like, the pectoralis, I'm guessing you mean chest muscle pectoralis. This is round. I was simplifying it into a blocky form, so it's easier to see. But you can see the pectoralis. Pretty round right here. But again, it depends on how much you build it up. It can easily be simplified into an angle.
Thank you, Noah Sketch and Emerald, for the follow. Yeah, it's also stylization as well. Like, some artists will round it out, some will sharpen it.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at like Hitchum Hobche's work, he sharpens the pec a lot.
Oh yeah, because it looks cool.
Because it looks good.
Yeah. So a lot of people are saying yes to the anatomy course.
Yeah, you like the anatomy class? What do we think of like I mean, I guess we'll just see how long it takes to get through, but just like a full anatomy, kind of like quick class, like front and back. Not like a proper figure drawing class, but an anatomy, so you'll learn about the muscles, you'll learn about the placements, you'll learn about the proportions of the body, but as far as figure drawing and stuff going, we wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
It would just be like an anatomy class.
Yeah. I mean, I would probably like pepper in some figure drawing stuff in there, but...
I only know a little English. All good.
No,
From
good.
Brazil. Awesome.
Can you do a hand course? A hand course honestly wouldn't be a bad idea.
A hand course
either.
would be great.
Yeah. We got some follows. Thank you. I don't know how to read that. Apostrophe. Thank you. Razor. Thank you for the follow. John. Thank you for the follow. Yeah. Spectator. Thank you for the follow. We make books for this or only classes? We actually
Books take a really long time to make.
Both of our books have an anatomy section.
Yes, but we technically already did make books for this, because if you see, we teach how to construct a figure. We have feet and the proportions of feet, like this. We've got hands, a bunch of hand examples. Actually, I drew all of these.
You did draw all these. Actually, my dad was very impressed.
Was he?
Yeah. He thought they were my drawings, but no.
We did all of these. These are Christina's.
Yeah, these are my drawings.
Constructing hands, more hands, fingers. So if you want something, booty butts.
Differences between butts.
Different leg muscles, construction. This is all in our book 1.
How to connect.
Different sizes of arms, connecting it up.
And you could have more 12-hour streams for the launch of these classes. Yep,
I would do a 12-hour stream every time we launch a class. That would be sick.
That would be actually really sick. I want to actually do that anatomy course like really soon. Probably ASAP, honestly.
Yeah. Dang, we could literally get that out.
Yeah, Tree Reeves, thank you for sharing, and thank you for following. Galvanize, thank you for the follow.
So yeah, where can I find this book? You can find it on Amazon. This is it. Anime Academy, How to Draw Manga. It's also on our profile. But you can just look up that on Amazon and you can find it. Sorry, also, by the way, I'm not really an anatomy artist. Christina's the character artist.
No, you're doing fine.
I think this looks okay.
I think this looks great.
I'm kind of embarrassed though.
No, you literally don't have it. You don't have to be embarrassed about anything. It literally looks fine.
Especially
it
drawing
looks
handsome perspective. And where can I find this book? Yeah, it's on Amazon. Is it available on Amazon? Yes.
Yep.
It's Lumi. It looks great,
Hey,
Mother Colton. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that environment I did recently.
Yeah.
This one, I like it quite a bit. Can't really see it well on stream.
Actually, yeah, you can. It's actually wonderful. I love the colors.
That VO, you know this.
You know that, VO.
I even put this one on my art station. It's pretty rough still, but I kind of liked it.
I love it. Yacht, that is fire.
And don't forget DJ Death Lovers.
Yes, I love that one. Secret Santa.
Secret Santa that I did.
She must have been really happy.
He? Yes.
Oops, he. For some reason, I thought it was a guy. Oh, a girl, I mean. Just added the book to my cart. Thank you, Lumi.
Awesome. What is this?
Evan
What's
says,
all this?
Evan says, I think I've seen your book in Barnes & Noble. Really?
No. Our book isn't available in Barnes & Noble.
Yeah. It's probably mistaken for another book. But there definitely has been instances where people have found our book in their school library.
Yeah.
Now, that I would believe because
it's shown up in school libraries and stuff.
Yeah.
Where can we find you after the ban? We are on Red Play Button website. We're actually live there right now. Same username. So Jupiter, thank you for asking. Anybody who is here right now and likes the content, if TikTok gets banned on January 19th, we are still always going to be streaming on the Big Red Play Button website. If we say that, then TikTok's going to nerf our streams, so that's why we don't say it.
Yeah.
We've actually specifically run test streams to see what words TikTok likes and doesn't like. No, you can say it. We can't.
We can't. Yeah.
We have specifically done test streams where we say the word a bunch throughout the stream, and they will nerf the streams, and we'll get about 1/10 the people coming through if we say that word among others.
Yeah, but it's necessary.
Some art to art share one. What word? Red Play Button website. They see them as a competitor because they have shorts.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are live on there right now. We have 16 viewers, and honestly, it looks way better if you actually bring up our stream. This is what it looks like. Much larger screen to see everything, and we got June on the side.
Yeah.
But yeah, much larger stream than teeny tiny TikTok.
Yep.
So go sub there, and we'll be super happy with it. go to Red Play Button.
Yep. Thank you.
I'm gonna, and we're also uploading a bunch of videos there too.
Ruby, thank you.
You are welcome.
June on the side. Yep, Cyber.
Yup. Taking notes from your streams, and it's helped me so much with anatomy. Y'all rock. Awesome.
Thank
you. We're gonna continue to do it, and part of our plans next year is we want to get up shorter, smaller individual classes that isn't our school.
Yep.
Because we do have a whole school online. It's like an entire college. And a lot of people have been asking for shorter, less expensive courses that are like quicker. And so we're going to get those up next year. And another thing is we're going to be making a bunch of videos for longer form videos.
Victor asks, your book only teaches how to draw the character, or it teaches our fundamentals as well?
It's pretty much just on characters.
Just on characters.
It's not like there aren't backgrounds, and you don't learn like 1, 2, 3 point perspective, all that kind of stuff.
If we ever made a book on it, we would have to try to make it fun.
Yeah. Well, that's what our school teaches.
Yep.
Our school online teaches all that stuff in a lot of depth.
I want to see more of this. Wonderful. Nice. That's a nice figure. Brett, thank you for the follow.
Maybe we'll give something else interesting to look at as well.
Yeah, perspective.
Do you want to switch out?
Sure, we can switch out. I know that there was a question on how to draw eyes in perspective. Sure. Anime eyes, specifically.
Okay. Well, I'm glad y'all decided to spend your Christmas night with us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Where do they sell the online book? On Amazon.
Ooh.
Nice. Yeah, appreciate you showing up, hanging out on one of the most valuable days of the entire year. You are here watching us on TikTok and Red Play Button website, so we really appreciate it. And if you like the content, we do go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, every single week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We have not missed a day in
very long
like
time.
6 months.
Yep.
So you can count on us being there. We even went live on Christmas. I wasn't really planning on it, but honestly, y'all are super fun. Hey, Kirichi. No, nullified. Not gonna lie, my art has been so much better ever since these streams and buying books. Awesome. Does Christina make good food? Yes. Am I late? We've been streaming for about an hour and 15 minutes.
I like cooking, so I try my best. So if you want to draw eyes in perspective, understand that you can contain your eyes in like a grid or like in like a plane. So I'm just gonna draw a plane right here, and oop. And draw the other eye. That's for simmering my tomato soup, which I will have to get to in a bit because I still have to cook the grilled cheese. And
I'm hungry. Do y'all want us
belly.
to stay live enough to watch us eat?
That's gonna take a while. I mean, I gotta cook and stuff. But if
I'm
y'all
fine
are
with it.
fine with sizzling noises in the background, then stay tuned. So
Mukbang?
I'm also mukbang maybe. So I'm gonna also talk about how to draw the other eye really quickly, and you can use this.
No moo, Colton. I'm not wound up today. I'm kind of like sedated.
You're kind of sedated. So I would take this length right here, move it over one more. This is the distance between your eyes, and then move it one more. I made this a little bit too short. And this is about how big your eye is going to be. Your other eye is going to be.
It can be a little less.
It can be a little less.
It can be a little more.
Like, I would say make it a little bit less depending on how, like, big your face is. But I think that doing this helps a lot. And then you could also do some grid lines and stuff. I'll be talking about this more in depth in the video that I'm going to be posting later this week.
What are you guys going to do when TikTok expand in the US? We are on Red Play Button website right now streaming. We'll continue to stream on there. If we are unable to stream on here, then we will continue to be on there. And maybe even go to Twitch at some point. I wouldn't be against trying that.
Yeah.
But definitely our channel on Red Play Button website.
Yep.
So go, same username, Draw Anime Academy. That is our username. We actually have some videos that have been put up recently as well. Twitch has an art community. Yep. Although I'm not really in any art communities.
I'm not in any art communities either. So you're gonna take this plane and basically put it in perspective. That's how you're going to draw in different perspectives, right? But for anime characters or for more like organic characters, you're gonna do an extra step, which will be which I'll show in a bit. So this is a very flat way to draw the eyes, but it's a good exercise. I draw one eye. What's up?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. I draw one eye first, and then I'll draw the other eye, kind of using the same method as I did up here.
Taylor, thanks for the follow. Can I get some wisdom?
What kind of wisdom?
Y'all won't find any wisdom from me.
Oops, I accidentally did a different eye shape, but it doesn't matter. Well, actually, no, I should make the same eye shape. Eye shape is actually a little bit narrower like this.
Yeah, I used to stream art on Twitch.
You
Back
did?
when I did Art Quest.
Oh, okay, then yes.
Yeah, I had a big Red Play Button website channel where we interviewed artists every Sunday, and we went live on Twitch as well. But that is from like 2019 or 18.
Wow.
So that was quite a while ago.
So when I'm drawing the eye on the other side, you'll notice that that the length of this eye is much shorter than the length here. Let me just actually take this length and duplicate it over to the other side. And that's because of the foreshortening. See?
Yeah, it's like 20-30%.
20-30% shorter. Now, the more that you're turning the head, the shorter that this side will get, or the far side will get. So just keep that in mind. This will be a lot skinnier and just shorter in general. This will feel a little bit longer because that one's facing towards you. So you can think of it like a hexagon on one side and a triangle on the other. That's kind of what it looks like in a nutshell. But this looks a bit flat, so I'll have to add another step to this, but it's the same concept. Because your head is not a flat piece of paper, and this is acting as if this is a flat piece of paper, so we're not going to do that. The next step that you're going to do is you're going to take this sheet of paper and curve it so it looks like this. Because your head is a round object, so we're going to do that instead. So we're going to draw a panel and curve it.
Ed Dubell or Colton Sheeran?
What?
They put me in cursed Colton art. Funny enough, my grandpa's name is Ed, and his last name is Dubell, so that's actually my grandpa's name. That's horrible. Y'all are cursed.
We got some follows, Colton.
Oh my goodness, Allie, Island Queen, another Allie, or maybe the same Allie. Oh no, one was a share and one was a follow. Thank you for the follows. And Dolphin, thank you for the follow. And also we missed some gifts. Paper Bag, thank you for the 20 roses. Jolly Answer, thank you for the heart me. Car, thank you for the heart me and the corn. Dahlia, thank you for the hand hearts. Really appreciate it. That's 100 coins. Thank you very much, Dahlia. Nullified, thank you for the 2 dolphin symphonies. Not as preppy as something. Thank you for the dolphin symphony and Rosa. Appreciate it. Y'all, you mentioned all those people and didn't even say hi to me. I'm gonna cry. Hello, Daniela.
Daniela. That. No, it's more like.
Can't wait to get those stickers.
I know. I'm refining them right now, off screen. Oh, that's funny. All right, so when you see that I use the rotated panel instead, this feels a lot more like a curved surface because I'm using less straight lines. This feels like there's a lot of straight lines in the curves here, but this curve is like, you can actually see that this part's a lot rounded in comparison. And eyes is basically just that. You are drawing a sphere and you're overlapping form lines across the sphere. So the more you know how to do this, the more realistic your eyes are going to look, or more believable.
Merry Christmas, Webs Nova. Thanks for the follow. Minnie Mouse, we're doing good here. How are you? How was your Christmas? Yippee stickers. It's a great technique. Mukbang. Wait, what? Where the heck is our food?
I don't know. It's still in the making. It's I'm distracted.
So you're not waiting on it to get done cooking or something?
No, not really.
No? Okay.
Not really.
Maybe soon. We haven't eaten in a long time, and we weren't gonna stream. But then we did stream, and we were like, what if we just eat on stream? Look at this. Pompadour,
that's
Pompadour
cute.
Boy.
I like that. That's heckin' adorable. What did you just do? Do that again.
You're gonna get fuzz in my eye, and I'm gonna be like, ah.
So if you were to draw the eye, like, rotated more to the other side, you would see less of the corner of the eye and more of the rotation, this part right here. You will see the corner of this eye if this was turned more this way.
What's cooking?
Tomato soup. I also gotta blitz it. I gotta blend it up and everything.
That's gonna be fun.
Here's eyelid wrapping around the sphere, not a flat piece of paper. And as the eye is turning away, you see less and less, and it gets a lot more narrower and more constricted. So this is more of a front view. This is more turning away to the side. Foreshortening. Mouths. Mouths a lot of the time is also wrapping around a ball. If you give me the skull, please.
You made my puff off center.
Oops. But it's cuter when it's off center. So if you look at the teeth, this is a round surface, and your lips wrap around that. So for the most part, when you draw mouths, especially in a 3/4 angle, you're going to get a short side and a long side. That's showing the rotation. And you're also going to get a more of a curved surface with the lines as well.
What if I worked on dinner? What do you need me to do?
You wouldn't be able to do it. I'm sorry. Well, do you know how to shred cheese?
Rude.
With the grater?
You mean like a...
Yeah.
You don't think I'm capable of taking a block of cheese, pushing it against a piece of metal, and going up and down?
I think you are capable. I just need to monitor you for a little bit.
I have to be watched like a baby in the kitchen.
I don't want you to get hurt.
Hurt? I had to shred cheese all the time as a kid.
I kind of wish I had that cheese shredder that your mom has. The
Bro,
one
that thing is
pushes
sick.
through. I would if I made grilled cheese more often.
I don't actually like grilled cheese that much. But
with
in
the
this
soup.
meal, it's so good.
Yeah.
What about hair?
Hair.
Hair.
Yeah, I could talk about hair in a little bit. But I don't know if I should work on dinner right now. Hair.
Whoa.
Oh, another thing about lips or mouths is that as you open the mouth, it is more of like a rounded box shape. So rather than the shape of the mouth being like an oval or like a circle, it's actually more like a square. It's just rounded on the edges. So then you can start off with the shape and then add in the teeth underneath. Add in the teeth inside. But you still need to use this.
Oh, TikTok.
Oh, TikTok. Don't be a baby.
You throwing a fit.
So you don't need to, wait, what was I even gonna say? I got distracted by that
Thanks,
alarm.
TikTok. Mouth
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. Anyways, you can still see that I'm still using the round form as a reference because this side is shorter, this side is longer. It's wrapping around. Let me think. You can also draw mouths by just drawing like even a random shape. Like I even challenge you to draw a very odd looking shape that doesn't look like a conventional mouth and then turn it into a mouth.
Really do not care. Thank you for the follow and the hand heart. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And also the heart me. Merry Christmas. Yes, Merry Christmas as well.
Merry
Dreamy
Christmas.
Artist, thanks for the follow. Look at all these people.
Wow.
Heart, thank you for the follow. Pinkia Chew, thank you for the share. Chris, thank you for the share. Dreamy Artist, Ali's ABC, thank you for the follow.
Like you technically could turn any of these shapes into a mouth, right? You can add teeth into this. This could be a tongue in and of itself, right? Maybe the teeth is underneath. And it looks like a mouth. You just gotta shade the inside. But it's like you're turning a 2D shape into something that's 3-dimensional.
Yup.
You know, maybe this one, let me think.
Caroline, thank you for the follow.
Could
May,
be
thanks
a
for the follow.
slightly open mouth.
Am I getting pinged on Discord or something?
They're telling you to check Cursed Colton art.
Oh,
this could work.
It's just Daniela sending pictures of me pulling my hat off.
This is Procreate.
Reveals a bald head.
I really do not care. Thank you for the lovely compliment.
Yep, Christina is a teacher.
I am a teacher.
She teaches art.
I like
and
to think.
design and has a bunch of classes online as well.
Yeah.
We both do. Yep, thank you for the heart hands.
You know, this could be a mouth. The only thing is it's a very unusual looking shape. So I would turn this into more of like, this would be like a cute little expression, like the mouth is wobbling.
I would turn that into a piece of bread and overlap it.
Yeah, that's true. Let me
Or the
think.
tongue.
Or the tongue.
Like
Let me think.
Yeah, like that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yep, that could also be a tongue for sure.
Took your class on Udemy, nice.
Oh, awesome.
Merry Christmas, love your tutorials.
You know?
What is the Discord server about? Oh, Hangout.
Hang out and draw.
Hangout, draw. There's weekly and monthly challenges. We've got Vio and Tofungus, two of our moderators. They run the challenges. The next challenge is going to be gone over on actually the 3rd of January.
Ooh.
I believe.
Okay.
No.
But we're also going to
Yes.
do one on the 27th, right?
Probably not.
No?
Maybe.
Are we doing a
What
show
is
on
it?
Friday? On this Friday, Vio and Toe?
I
if
feel
you're
like
here?
we're not doing a, I thought it was the 4th? Well, the 4th is a Saturday.
The 3rd is...
The 3rd is a Friday. The 3rd
Yeah.
is next Friday. Remember, we were going to give people extra time to do their weekly on the 27th. Monthly is January 3rd. I wanted to give people more time to get the monthly done because they were working on Secret Santa all month.
Yeah.
And we discussed that in the past. But anyways, we do weekly and monthly challenges. Vio and Tofungus run those. They're really fun. There's like 2,500 people in the Discord server. Super fun. Everybody's super nice.
We
They
look
draw
at
a
your
lot.
work and we comment on it. And if you struggle with art block, you know, that's a really good idea to get rid of art block.
But there is one. Yeah, you can if you want to find the invite to the Discord server, actually, you can go ahead and just DM us here on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you can screenshot this and put it into your browser, and the invite is on there, as well as the brush download for free, completely free, the digital brush that's being used on all of our streams. You can find it on this page, as well as the invite to the Discord server.
Yes.
So there you go. You can screenshot that, or you can just go to the linky on our profile as well. And if you want the Discord invite and you're extra mega lazy, you can just DM us on TikTok and I'll send it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you mention Discord because we get a lot of messages from random people.
Yeah, so please say Discord.
And we ignore them.
Yep.
Unless they specifically are asking for the link.
Thank you, VR. Alright, so if you want to draw hair, I really suggest thinking of drawing over spheres. Because hair is... It starts from the top... It starts from your scalp, and then it pushes outward. Like, if you look at my own bangs, it's like it's actually a curved surface. Isn't that surprising?
And if you look at my bangs...
You got no bangs. Meh. Oh, poor Colton. So, keep that in mind, because when you are drawing... If you draw, like, really flat-looking hair, and it's not even wrapping around the sphere at all, it's just gonna look like this. It's not gonna... It's just not gonna look very juicy, right? So really try to curve as many lines as you can. Really think about these as short ribbons, especially if you're drawing bangs.
No bang squad?
No bang squad.
Yes, let's go.
So if you're drawing like bangs, for example, I'm thinking of this as a bunch of ribbons overlapping each other. And wrapping over the sphere. And one drawing exercise that you can do is draw a sphere, draw parallel lines across the sphere, and just wrap a line around. That's going to help you to really get a feel for that three-dimensional form, right? You know, we can do it in whatever direction that we want. As long as it feels like it's wrapping around, this is a great exercise for really anything. Like, you could even turn this into Sailor Moon buns, right? This is literally, Sailor Moon buns is basically just a sphere with a bunch of wrapping lines around it. And there you got, like, space buttons.
You got, like, little flicks sometimes.
Yeah, you got little flicks as well. Boop, boop.
And, if you want to be extra fun...
I shade it. Oh, it's cute! I did not expect that. Little happy face. I gotta shade that in now.
Little corn! We should make a little happy corn.
Now it's corn. I can turn anything. Crystal!
Crystal, hello, welcome!
I draw hair like water.
Ooh.
That's fun. That's a really fun way to think about it. It is kind of like flowing water.
Mustache
think about it.
Follow.
And then what I like to do is I think of hair as like depth. So I have one side that's towards the front. I have the sides of my hair, so it's kind of like up right here. This frames the face and it adds extra volume.
You guys could hear that music, right? This is usually the song that comes on when I'm drawing something really boring.
Yep. To give everybody a little bit of extra zing in the lesson. And then I use the back, for extra context. So I can basically do whatever I want with the back of the hair, and it wouldn't really affect the front and the side very
Mickey
much.
Hair.
I would, but then I want to do something kind of fun.
It's Mickey Bangs.
It is Mickey Bangs, yeah. So like, this can stay whatever how I design it, but the back can be a little bit different. Like, what if I want the back to be a little bit more like this, like a little ducktail? Totally fine. And that's kind of cute. I can make it really short and leave it more like a boyish haircut. Connect it more closer to the scalp. I can make it really long and wavy. So this is all about adding more context and information to what the hairstyle is going to be. So that's why I love drawing the back of the hair. It's actually really important. But you can do it in whatever way that you want, whatever style.
How do you go about drawing a head that is bald? Well,
you draw.
Let me tell you.
You
can
draw.
observe.
Yes, you can observe. There's a hairline. There's a subtle hairline because he's not actually bald. He just shaved his head. You know what I mean?
I mean,
like all the follicles in your hair didn't go away. You know what I mean?
Yup, and I haven't shaved in a day or two, so there's teeny tiny little bit of.
So you can go the Connie route, like from Attack on Titan, and just shade in the hairline and the rest of the scalp, like this, and that would still feel like a shaved head, and it's also kind of bald. But it will show that maybe there's still hair growing, right? Or you could just leave it blank and actually just draw a little highlight. Like this. Ching.
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 Saitama.
Yeah. Saitama's a great reference for it. Germany says I do chibi anime. Oh, that's great. I like drawing chibis. In fact, I really enjoyed making that chibi course that we still have on our website. So if you want to go check that out, you can.
You know that? You know the picture of the cat that's eating from the bag of chips? That one?
That one, yeah.
I love
oh,
that
that's
one.
so good. I want that. That's so funny.
Are there any subscribers here? Spam our emojis in the chat.
Let me draw a girl version of Saitama.
Tori? Mods? Daniela, you still here?
I'm drawing. Wait, no.
Yay.
Girl Saitama would be like this.
I love those.
Look.
We need emojis. Or we need stickers. What?
Female Saitama.
Saitamet?
Saitamet? Saitanet? Saitama-chan? Funny. Kayla, Merry Christmas! I gotta cook. I have to leave you here for a little bit.
Let her cook.
I gotta cook because we're hungry. And maybe we'll eat on stream if you guys want.
You want a mukbang on stream for Christmas night? While we eat our tomato soup? Speed of Sound Sonic? Yeah, I love him. He's funny. My favorite... Well, Fubuki's my favorite girl in the show, although there's literally barely any girls at all, so it's not like we have a lot to choose from. I think Moomin Rider's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But yeah. Wow, look at all this good knowledge. Just suck it in. All of this yummy knowledge. Could you give me some tips on 3-point perspective? Well, someone knew I was coming back to the driver's seat. What do you think the driver's seat of stream is? Do you think it's my seat or your seat?
I think it's my seat.
I think it's your seat, yeah.
Because...
So I'm the passenger princess now.
Well, Colin is the passenger princess because he does chat.
Yeah. So, 3-point perspective is used when you're looking up or down at something, generally. So if I want to, if I have something and it's above me, I'm going to see the bottom of it. Let me change this brush size. I'm going to see the bottom of it, right? So we'll have something like this. It's above me, and I'm looking up at it, so I'm going to have something like this. Right? I'm looking up at it from below. And if I'm looking down at something, well, now I'm looking down at this. So it's the same thing, essentially. You're just either going up or below. So the 3 points, obviously, refers to the fact that this goes back to a vanishing point. This goes back to a vanishing point. And all of these go up to a vanishing point. So your grid for a 3-point perspective is going to look something like this. But remember, your frame, your image, a lot of the time will only be this big. And the grid will be that big. Because I look up to you, would that be 3-point perspective? You get 3 points for the compliment.
That's very clever.
Thank you. Right, and then this would go like that. See? That's generally what you're looking at. So, one of the most common troubles that people have when drawing perspective is putting the vanishing points too close together. Is this focused? Yeah, it is. I'm just drawing tiny. What?
Pray for my hands.
Pray for your hands?
Yeah, just in case so they don't get cut.
Can you pray for Christina's hands? Why would they get cut?
Because I'm using the grater.
Cheese grater?
Yeah.
Is it, you can cut your hand on a cheese grater?
Well, if you're not careful.
Alright.
If you yeah.
So one of the most common problems, praying, Danny Draws says praying.
Thank you.
One of the most common problems with perspective is putting the vanishing points too close together. So for example, if I want to draw in like 2 or 3 point perspective, let's just say 3. and I do this, you'll notice that this feels really weird. This is your box. Right there. And it feels weird. It feels distorted, right? So, linear perspective, which is perspective like this with straight lines, is an imperfect tool. It has been created as a simplification to be used in specific cases. So like I said earlier, one-point perspective is basically when you look at something from the front, right? This is basically one-point perspective. You see something from the front, and you have these sides going back to a vanishing point that way. Two-point perspective is basically looking at something from an angle. You're looking at this edge, and you have a vanishing point on the left, and you have a vanishing point on the right. Three-point perspective is when you're looking down or up at something, and it's used when you're basically looking at this point right here, right? So 1, 2, and 3-point perspective have their uses, because if you've noticed, the way that we see the world is we're a head, and we have eyeballs, and you can look 360 degrees, right? So you can think about it in terms of you've got a sphere, and you are standing in the middle of this sphere, right? So there's your legs. There's you. Then this is the world around you. You've got your X, Y, and Z axis. So your head is here, and you've got a front and a back. You've got an up and a down. And you've got a left and a right. This is you in the world. 1-point perspective is when you are looking straight on, right? 2-point perspective is when you're looking maybe at this point right here. So your vanishing point is here and your vanishing point is here. 3-point perspective is maybe when you're looking like up or down at something at an angle. And by the way, if you're looking down like this, that's just going to be 2-point perspective, except your vanishing points are going to be up and down. So it's going to look like this. Right? There's a box. It's 2-point perspective except up and down. So this might get a little bit more technical, but if you've ever heard the word or the phrase the cone of vision, Lord Farquaad, please don't spam or you're going to get muted by mods. So anyways, if you've ever heard of the term the cone of vision is a representation of what you can see. So the third point is always vertical, right? Not necessarily. I mean, you can, if I do 3-point perspective, like this, I can look at this from any angle I want. It's still 3 points. There's still going to be 3 vanishing points. See? 3-point. Any way I look at it, it's still 3-point perspective, so it doesn't really matter. So anyways, cone of vision. You have an eyeball, right? You have a camera, and that camera is looking out. Here is your camera. These are your eyes. You see outwards like this in a cone. So here's the center, right? Up and down, left and right. The degree of this that it sees is the degree of your cone of vision. So if you hear a 60-degree cone of vision, that means that you're seeing 60 degrees, right? In a circle, so it's a cone. If you have a 90-degree cone of vision, that means you are seeing 90 degrees in a cone, right? So what happens is, if your cone of vision gets too wide for the perspective that you're using, so for example, in 1-point perspective, you're generally safe up to about 60 degrees, or else you'll start getting weird distortion. And I'll explain weird distortion, right? Weird distortion looks like this. Right? Weird distortion looks like this. Well, we'll put it here. Actually, I'll do it a different way. Weird distortion is going to look like this. You're going to have an acute angle. It's going to be less than 90 degrees, and your box is going to look like this. That's a very, very distorted box. You can achieve this with linear perspective, but it's not going to look right. You can actually do this in Blender in a 3D program if you try. You make the lens really, really, really wide, and have you ever played Minecraft and you pushed your field of view up all the way and you see a creeper on the side and it looks really big and distorted? That's when something goes outside of the cone of vision and it starts looking weird. You start getting these acute angles. So anyways, 1-point, 2-point, and 3-point perspective start breaking when you look at it from too wide of a cone of vision. And that's why you have things like 5-point perspective, which is like curvilinear fisheye. Because what 5-point perspective is, I need to draw this circle in too. There. Is that it? Right there. So we got 1, 2, and 3. Forgot the third circle. So anyways, 1-point perspective will start breaking once you get beyond a certain cone of vision. And 2-point perspective will start breaking once you get beyond a certain cone of vision. So for example, if I draw a 1-point perspective grid, 1-point perspective, right? You get a box. Here's the inside of a room. I drew it too close. You know, say here's the inside of a box. Here's your door. Perfect for 1-point perspective. You've got a picture on the wall, or you've got a window. See? Perfect for 1-point perspective. If you start going too far out, you start getting weird stuff going on. So you don't want to get too far out in this direction, because you start getting weird stuff. And same with 2-point perspective. Vanishing point, vanishing point. Once you start getting... I'll actually put these closer together. Once you start getting up here, you'll see that this angle is no longer more than 90 degrees. You're going to start getting these weird boxes. Like this. And this top corner starts looking really strange. So what we do instead is we use 3-point perspective. And we go, well, I'm looking up at this box so much, I've just broken 2-point perspective. So now I need to introduce a third vanishing point. And you see that this box no longer feels broken. It no longer feels weird. I'll shave this down a little bit. I'll pull it up. That box doesn't feel weird anymore. If I was trying to do this with 2-point perspective, it would look not quite right. And so anyways, when you're drawing with a fisheye lens, what you're doing, right, so vanishing point 1, so fisheye lenses are also known as 5-point perspective, and the reason is you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 directions, up, down, left, right, and front. 5-point perspective. So what you see is, instead of a cone of vision, you're not seeing a cone of vision anymore. You're literally seeing a half sphere. You're seeing up, down, left, right, and forward at the same time. So your cone of vision is literally this. Here, crap. Pardon my... This is a half of a sphere, and you're right here, and you're seeing up, down, left, right, and forward at the same time. So there's a special grid for that, right? It has 5 vanishing points. So instead of this, which is 1 and 2, and instead of this, which is 3, right? 1, 2, 3, you have 5. And so 5, in order to fit this in, you can't use straight lines, you have to use curved lines. So a 5-point vanishing grid, or a 5-point perspective grid, looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like that. And what happens is, you get like this kind of thing. So we'll divide this in half, and we'll go, no. And we'll divide this in half, and we'll go like that. And we'll do this. And then we'll do the same thing to the bottom. And then we'll do the same thing to this. Like that. And like this. And then we'll have our center vanishing point coming out. This is up, down, right, and left. And this is what your field of view looks like. You are looking up, down, right, and left at the same time. And this is what the grid looks like. So if you've ever seen, I'll just make a new layer for this. If you've ever seen boxes drawn on this, they look like this. Right? You've probably seen this kind of thing. And if it's a person, that's a Roblox character. Right? It kind of looks like this. And then you have the pelvis, and you've got the legs, and this comes down, and there's the feet. Right? Kind of looks like that. Can I screenshot? Yeah, we'll also upload this to the Discord server after we're done. So I have to figure out something to teach while Christina's cooking, because she's going to be a while, so I decided to just start a complex lesson on perspective. I wasn't planning on it. How would that look with a grid? Sometimes I get confused by the third illusion, so that middle line would still be considered the horizon line, right? Yeah, this would be your horizon line. So I'm about at this guy's pelvis. My head height your head height is where your horizon line is. So I'm about as tall as this guy's pelvis right now. If there was here, let me just draw another person. So if there was someone who was as tall as me, they would look like this. Their head would be right there. Their torso would be right there. They'd kind of be like that.
Say about 10 more minutes before dinner's ready.
10 minutes before dinner's ready?
Yeah.
T minus 10 minutes, chat. So it looks something like that. So, I have to tell you, this is very important. The number one problem that I see when people are trying to draw in grids like this is this how to get a fisheye lens view or those round mirrors in stores? Yes, it's exactly what it is. It's a fisheye lens. That's what the round mirrors in stores do. They curve around so you can see up, down, left, and right at the same time. And this is not linear. This is curvilinear perspective, right? There's linear perspective, which is straight lines, and there is curvilinear perspective, which is curved lines. Where can I find the Discord server? You can find it on our profile. You can also find it here. DrawAnimeAcademy.com/TikTok. You can go put this in your browser and find the invite on there. You can also find the brush that we're using for free. You can find our classes, stuff like that. So it's all on here. There you go. So, the number one problem that I see that messes up people's perspective is they underestimate how fast foreshortening happens. And what I mean by that is something gets smaller as it gets further away, right? It looks smaller. If there's a person and they're next to me, they'll look like this. Right? But as they get further away, what happens? They look smaller. So when they stand back here, they'll look like that, right? This happens faster the wider view you're looking through, right? So like I said before, when your cone of vision was 60 degrees, when a person gets further, they don't get smaller very quickly, but when you're looking at them from a really wide lens, and especially a fisheye lens like this, the rate at which they get smaller is really, really, really fast. And I'm gonna do something, all right? So watch my camera. So I'm close to the camera. Here's my hand. My thumb is the size of my head, basically. I'm going to keep my arm fully extended, and I'm going to lean back. Now look how big my thumb is compared to my head. Smaller. My arm is still the same distance away from my head. And if I lean forward, notice my thumb gets bigger faster than my head gets bigger. See? It's half the size of my face now. That's the difference in the camera lenses. So the further I am from the camera, the slower things get smaller as they get further away. And so what happens is if I'm standing on the road, right? Here's the road. And there's a person standing right here, and then there's a house. And there's a house in the background. And I'm standing on the road and I'm taking a picture of this person, right? I'm taking a picture of this person. So here's my picture. My picture's probably going to look something like this. Horizon line. There's a house. Here's the person. And then the house in the background looks like this. You know, whatever. Like that. That's my photo. Now, if I go further back, if I go way back here, and I take a picture, and my field of view for the picture is like this. It's like a telescope. Same, so let's just say this crosses here. This is going to look like this. And then you can see the house in the background. There's the window. There's the window. There's the front door. Even though they're the same distance away from the house, I moved back further and I zoomed in like a telescope. Right? I zoomed in like a telescope. Now the house is bigger in comparison to them. So you ever see those pictures where there's like a mountain and there's a wolf, I don't know, like a wolf on the mountain, and he's like howling like this, and the moon's behind it like that? That's a real photo. They're using a telescopic lens. Not all of them are real photos. I'm saying you can do this. It's because you're so far away from this wolf that the moon in the background is actually bigger than the wolf. You've probably seen pictures of the moon and like an airplane flying in front of it, and it looks like this, because they're using a telescopic lens. But if you try to take a stupid picture of the moon on your iPhone, what happens? There's the moon. And it's so annoying. You can't take pictures of the moon, and then if you have a Samsung, they just like AI the moon in or something. But anyways, right? So drawing in perspective has a lot of this kind of stuff that for some reason they rarely teach in perspective classes. I think it's because a lot of people don't know it. Photographers know this stuff sometimes. They just can't draw, but they know a lot of this kind of stuff. And so I'm running out of stuff to talk about.
I'm almost done.
Okay,
Keep it up.
but anyways, so I hope that makes sense, right? This right here is like a really big missing piece that people have. So, if I'm drawing a person in the background right here, I burped, I hope you guys didn't hear it. If I'm drawing a person in the background, the way that foreshortening works is this. Vanishing point. Here's a person, right? I'll just do this. There's the person. As they get further away, they scale down, right? So that's not right. They'll be this big, and they'll be this big, and they'll be that big, and they finally disappear, right? So, what is a vanishing point? It is the point at which something gets so far away, it vanishes. You can't see it anymore. It gets too small. So eventually this person will get so far away you can't see them anymore. Now, when you're zoomed in to this, you got your little cone of vision, and you got a little teeny tiny cone of vision because you're using a telescope. Like that. That's all you can see. You're zoomed in. You're looking at this wolf on the mountain through this telescope. Well, the vanishing points, in comparison to your field of view, are much, much further apart, right? So what does that mean? It means this point right here is going to be further away. So it'll be like this, going somewhere way off in the distance instead. Now, if I draw that same person in here, what happens? There they are. There they are. You know, there they are. They didn't get much smaller. Because the vanishing point is so much further away, they didn't get that much smaller. However, when the vanishing point is closer, they get small really, really fast. Because you're looking at more of the world. So, what do you think happens in this situation where the vanishing point is really, 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 really close? This person, you pull them back in space, and they get small very, very fast. This person's practically right behind them, yet they're only the size of their upper torso. They get small really, really fast. And back to a square, this is a square, right? The side of a Rubik's Cube is a square. A square. When you tilt it, it gets foreshortened. Now, what do you think happens to this square when I look at it through a wide lens and through a long lens, like what I was talking about here? The square goes away really fast. This is the square on the side of the Rubik's Cube. And so the number one problem that I see is people make this trapezoid shape, I think that's what it's called, too long. They'll go, I'm going to draw a square, and they'll do this. That's not a square. If you looked at this in a side view, it would be like this long. A square would be like right here. So it doesn't seem like a big deal, but if you're trying to draw something in perspective that's like proportionally sensitive, like an arm or a car or a truck, you don't want to make a car this long. You don't want to accidentally draw this instead of a car. And that's what most people do. And then it looks weird and you can't tell quite what's wrong. You're like, what the heck is wrong with this? I don't know. So,
y'all, you have been so patient.
Yeah. So that changes a lot based on how far away you're looking at something and how close you're looking at something. That's why whenever I feel like I'm going to drive through, the car is so close. So I hope you've been enjoying the perspective lesson. It's kind of complicated, but somehow the viewers in the room have managed to go up. So I think that's a good thing.
Y'all crazy.
Look at this. Big guy. Big duder.
Yes, I did make the grilled cheese, Tori. You actually gave me that idea, and I made grilled cheese croutons.
You give this guy a big club because he's a giant. Ooh, look at that.
Oh, look at the colors on that. Hey, Hammy-town. Colton, eat your food now.
So, yeah, Santa and the elves. Okay, we'll give this guy elf ears. Get back to work. The beatings will continue until morale improves. But anyways, so there's the perspective lesson.
Well, now you're gonna have to wait for us to eat.
Piping hot.
Mm-hmm.
Christina's back. Yippee.
Yippee. Yippee.
Can I get some yippies in the chat? I'd love to explore drawing in depth, but I struggle with commitment. Do you have any suggestions? Well, there's a bunch of ways to help with commitment. There's accountability. You could find a buddy. You could find a community.
We do the challenges. Well, Vio and Toto, our mods, our lovely mods, do weekly challenges. And so if you want to stay consistent with that, that'd be wonderful.
Yep.
What's in the bowl?
Heat mats.
They're called cozy bowls.
We actually sewed these ourselves.
Yeah.
See? Cactus, like Arizona.
Uh-huh.
I think I made this one. Did I make that one too, or did you make that one?
I think I made this. No, you made this one.
I think I made both of these. Oh, crap. I got crap all over the iPad.
Bro. Yeah, they're really good. Because, it heats up. It makes it so that you can actually grab the bowl out of the microwave. What iPad do you use? We use the iPad Pro 13-inch.
Yep. Delish. Kind of hot though, but that's good.
It's fresh. Y'all sew too. Well, we used to sew a little bit, but it's not too bad. It's a pretty. When you know how to connect cloth together with the needle and you know how to work a machine, it's actually pretty easy.
I found a really nice sewing machine at a thrift store and bought it. A steal. For $20. Worked perfectly. An old, like, classic sewing machine too. Not like really, really old.
They can have really good items. It was a steal. It was a FAFSA. Right? FAF? Why did I say FAFSA?
FAFSA is the thing that gives money to students.
Yeah, it was a FAF. Well, it's close enough, right?
Yeah, I think it's called a FAF or a FOF. PHAFF.
We do not have an Instagram.
We do have an Instagram.
Yes, we do have an Instagram. I meant like, do we not? We don't have a personal Instagram.
We don't have personal Instagrams.
Mint condition.
We got this fisheye perspective going here. Yeah, I was teaching Chad about field of view and cone of vision and camera lenses when it comes to drawing and distortion and stuff. Look at this. Silly.
So cute.
While Christina was cooking, I had to do an emergency tutorial to
Keep things entertaining.
Oh wow, Tori.
Wow. It's only 27 bucks. Ooh, that would be a steal, honestly. I'm hungry because now I'm hungry watching guys eat. Well, I'm glad that we can make it look pretty good.
You guys want anything interesting to look at? I could pull up some of my art or something.
Sure. Well, I think people really liked your stuff because now, after we're eating, some people have left.
Yup. So anyways, do I know what I'm talking about?
Mm?
I'm not sure, to be honest, but I've been a concept artist for games for almost 10 years, and I've worked on a lot of AAA games, and I've done a lot of art professionally, and I learned perspective, I think 4 times separately from different teachers. I learned perspective from Feng Zhu himself in his school that teaches industrial design. I learned perspective at Art Center. I also learned perspective from Scott Robertson's book, and I always try to find everything I can on perspective. And so this is, an example of my work. Regulars.
Y'all know.
Regulars, you know my work, but this is for people who are new. I have a bunch of art. I'm a concept artist. And that's what it looks like. This is actually for a YouTube channel background. For RJ, if you're still here.
Nars, we've been thinking about doing a portfolio review thing, but
regular check. Yeah.
We'll have to see if we ever do that.
Tori types regular check.
We don't usually review artwork for free, so it would probably be something that y'all pay.
Yeah. I'm not a character artist by profession. I actually started learning figure drawing for the first time in 2020. In mid 2020 or around the time that everything started to lock down, I started learning figure drawing. I never did figure drawing before that.
Ooh.
But I had been doing design for theme parks and stuff. But texturing, nice. Texture artist. So would you be using a bunch of Substance Painter?
Oh, that's fun.
I've used Substance Painter a bit. Some of my teaching stuff. Let's skip these. I love that.
I love that thing. Yeah, that kind of stuff is dead. Respect.
Yeah. Texturing is really fun. It's cool. There's a lot of personality in the texture of objects. It tells history. This is in my class. We have a school online. So it's called Anime Art School, and it's a foundation school. So it has 7 different classes and perspective and anatomy and figure drawing and costume design and character design and all that. It's like an entire college. This is one of the lessons. This is one of the demos from my painting class. I do this from scratch. A lot of these are actually from the school.
You're gonna really like this, Colton.
What?
We got some fan art.
Ooh, that's not safe, Miki. Ooh, that's who is this? Oh my gosh, baby
it's
chat.
Baby chat. I don't know who
And
this
who's
is.
this?
I don't know. That's cute though.
That's so cute. Y'all want to see it? Who's this? Who's did this?
Stuff maybe.
Ooh, check this out. Hold up, we gotta properly take a look at this. There's Miki and Miko. That's not safe, Miki. Yes, please sit down. And then there's Miki and Miko, and there's Jake.
Yeah.
And look, wait, what is this? Oh, a little bit of lore. A little bit of fan lore.
Fan lore.
We got baby chat. Okay, so I have to ask. Your mini persona. Okay, so there's baby chat. Speaking of baby chat, 4,000 more likes and you guys get head pats, so keep hitting the like button. Or I guess just tapping your screen. That's so nicely done. Oh, and the Aurora Borealis behind them. Oh my gosh, so well done.
Jaden says, I'm definitely interested. For payment plans, would it be by semester based, like 2 payments? It would be,
There's 3 payments.
there's 3 monthly payments.
3 payments, 1 month apart each.
Yep.
That are 1/3 of the price. Pushed his seat all the way up so Miko has leg room.
Oh, that's so
Pushed her seat
considerate.
all the way back so she could stand up.
Oh. That's so funny. Jacob being like a gentleman to Miko,
Whoa.
and
Tripping out.
Miki's just like, I'm just gonna do what I want.
Cursed version here, everyone just doesn't have legs. That's not cursed at all.
No,
I
not
love
this
it.
at all. Ooh,
Oh,
that's a
her
lovely
jacket is so
outfit,
cool.
dude.
No, the least cursed thing I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
That's so nice. I
Let me
love
see
your,
one of your
I love your,
bright
I love the work. Thank you very much.
I want a crispy one, but all mine got soggy.
And I'm here letting mine get soggy.
Hmm.
You stole my only crispy one
I got a ton of crispy ones.
because I've been saving them.
I'm sorry, you can take one of mine.
Nah, you take it. You made it.
Hi, Nicole. Oh, Colby's Pillowhead Creations.
Mmm.
Nice to see you on here.
Yeah, Jaden, if you want to DM us on TikTok, I can send you the link to the payment plan version checkout. I spit. I gleeked.
Leaked. Ew. Hey, Cheese Puff.
Oh yeah, I forgot. These are little demos that I do. Paint objects from imagination. Boba!
Bye-bye.
Material painting. This is actually from our school as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
So I paint this live.
Do you want me to get us one of those boba drinks?
I was like brain processing.
Hey, Maddie. What? Guess what?
Guess-
What?
Chicken butt. What'd you get for Christmas, Maddie, huh? Huh? These are all like,
You edited me?
these are all
well,
like
not me.
demos and stuff. Oh, my head drawings.
Mm.
Anime head drawings.
Wait, is it in Cursed Colton art? Oh, wait, no, it's here. What is this? Oh my god,
Oh, that's
Maddie.
I don't want to get copyrighted on YouTube.
Oh, okay, oops.
That's so funny, Maddie.
That's fantastic, Maddie.
They
Y'all wanna
made
see?
Maddie made an edit of Christina.
It has a song in the background, but we ain't gonna play it.
I can't play the song because I don't want to get copyrighted.
Girl, I never had an edit of myself before.
You did. You had the Chino one.
Oh, yeah, but
that
Chino
one
one's
was like
embarrassing.
embarrassing.
That one was actually embarrassing.
Oh my gosh, Maddie, that's so nice. What? You can go see it in the Discord server and server fan art if you want to listen to the music.
You are good at editing, girl.
Mm-hmm. Slay. Save that video.
I am gonna save it. See, the other edit that I got of me was me bumbling around and saying nothing at all, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
I don't think we're ever gonna show
Christina gets cute edits, Colton gets cursed art. What do? I asked for it.
that. Yeah, you did.
No, like, I'm asking for it by the way I treat chat.
That's true.
Mickey.
Alright. Maybe we'll switch seats for a while. You take a break.
Mickey.
Mickey.
There's your Abby and Miko.
I'm always scared to push this chair back because I don't think I can push it back.
That's old work. I made that in like 2016.
Alright, chat. I'm getting us some drinks.
Chat, you want drinks?
Oh, that hit the spot. And now the kitchen's a mess. Alright, Cole, scoot over.
Scuto.
Scoot off.
Oh.
Guess I'll do some tutorials or even just some drawing and hanging out.
I got a guitar from my crush. Merry Christmas.
From your
Awesome.
crush? From your crush? You better
Wow.
confess soon.
What is this?
It's water. Anyways, hi chat. How's everyone doing?
What? As if you've been looking at chat the whole time.
I don't know.
His favorite color. Awesome.
Oh.
Just could I have some sweet tea, please? No. Yes. 25K likes.
Bro, okay. Y'all are getting us excited. Oh, it's still Christmas.
It is actually legit Christmas.
So y'all can have the seasonal. Y'all can have the seasonal baby chat. All right. Good job, chat. What?
You're already finished?
I ate most of it, and I got full, but I have some soup left. Good job, Chad. Woo!
Merry Chrysler.
Merry Christmas. Christmas. And then what? Well, because it's a special occasion today, I think we should give them a good amount of some stuff. We gotta give them the candy cane.
Is here.
Izzy!
Is. You came back for us.
Yes, you'll get a cookie, but have your candy cane first, because I'm gonna make your teeth rot.
How are you enjoying being back, Is?
And
Does it feel right?
here's some cookies.
What is Merry Chrysler from? It's like from a
Yum,
meme.
yum, yum, yum. I don't know. It's our only tooth.
An old vine. Okay.
Should we give them some chocolate milk or now? Well, they're a little bit old. They're old enough to have some solid food.
Are they?
I just realized.
Yep.
They got some solid food in their diet now.
Okay, glad I'm back. Awesome!
Yeah!
It's from the vine. Okay.
Alright, we'll give you one sip of chalky milk and then I'll burp you.
How would a 3-point perspective grid look again?
A 3-point perspective grid?
I can do that in a little bit.
Okay.
That was probably an old question I didn't see.
Oh, okay. And then I'll give you all some burps. I sent you the video. Oh, okay. Alright, chat, burp up.
Whoa!
Whoa, what?
The hell? The
Is that,
hell?
is that all meat?
Yeah.
Alright,
Burp.
chat, good job.
Holy crap. My bald head is a little heat furnace.
Yep.
You draw a 3-point grid.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You always make me draw things I don't like drawing. How about you draw something you don't like drawing?
me? I do that to you?
No, I'm kidding.
We got one vanishing point. We got 2 vanishing points on the other side. Wait, this is not right. I can't even draw it right. Hold up.
You generally wouldn't get the horizon line in a 3-point perspective grid.
Yeah. And sometimes you could have the 3rd point going up like this.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can have one looking down. But that would look a little bit different. Because this kind of... Actually, this could work too.
Well,
Kind of.
the issue with this grid is you're looking at the vanishing, you're looking at the horizon line.
Yeah.
Which you generally would never get in a 3-point grid.
Yeah.
A 3-point grid is you're looking up, or
Like
you're
if-
looking down.
If your horizon line is like higher, then your grid
Mm-hmm.
would look more like this.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
And then boom, boom. And then the 3rd grid is going downward like that.
Yeah, that's a perfect 3-point grid.
Well, thank you, Colton. So yeah, that's how you would do a 3-point grid. This one is up top. This one is looking above or looking up. This one is looking down. And of course, this will depend on where your horizon line is. Thank you for the follow, Alexandra. I'm drawing Aiden right now with oil pastels I got for Christmas. Ooh, fun. I gotta open my drink, guys. Guys, look at this. This is like one of the best drinks that we've ever had.
Oh my gosh, guys. We actually remembered to not open it before we showed it.
I know. I'm like, wait a second. This is a great time to show what it looks like. So it is a brown sugar milk latte with no boba.
Do you have
But
a
it's fantastic.
detailed how to draw perspective book? There are a couple of decent perspective books out there. There's one called Framed Perspective. It has 2 books. That's pretty good. And then there's a more technical book called How to Draw Objects and Environments from Imagination by Scott Robertson. That's a pretty good book as well.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm gonna be totally honest, there's not very many books that I like on perspective. Like,
It's very dry. It can be very dry and really confusing. Yeah, you can get those drinks, Jaden, from Costco. Hopefully they're still selling it.
Merry Christmas, love y'all.
Merry
Thank you.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Maybe I'll draw Abby.
I just got Scott Robertson How to Render book.
Ooh.
Yeah. If you have trouble with it, Vio, you can message me because I know pretty much all of that. It's difficult to understand. It's very difficult to teach something so technical in a book. Abby.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Lord, that is right. Woohoo, Abby, indeed. You just got a couple extra brownie points.
Me?
Lord did.
Oh, Lord did.
You already have the most brownie points.
Oh, thank you.
Maximum brownie points achieved. Being sick while people are partying is no fun.
Aw.
Rip. I'm here, late but here, Dingy says.
Hello, Dingy.
I chewed up a piece of fat way too long. Hope Sniffer joined.
Ooh. I noticed that Abby has more of like laid back looking eyes. This is Colton's character, by the way, I'm drawing. Oh, can you teach me how to draw a head? Every time I try drawing the head, it looks long. Well, okay, that's sure I can do that real quick after I draw this eye, and then I'll resume some tutorials probably.
I love our cute little community.
I know, I love them too. Everyone's so supportive.
Yeah.
So what ends up making a head looking really long or too long is if your cranium's too small for the head, or you actually made the chin like actually way too long. I would suggest that when you draw your head, draw the sphere. This is your cranium, and then draw a center line. Let's see. Let me do one. Let me do one from the front. Actually, no. Let's do one from 3/4. So 3/4. What I'm drawing right here is a center line, which means it's the middle line of your face, and that's how you can make things symmetrical. So I'm gonna turn it more this way.
Abby!
I forgot to draw up her pupils.
She's so adorable.
I love Abby.
Dang, I need to do some more artwork with them.
So then what you do is you can test a few lengths. Make some tick marks. You can make a tick mark down here. This is symbolic of your chin. You can make one down here. You can make one, you know, way lower and just see how it looks. You'll notice if my chin is way too long, I have to stretch this head all the way down, and it's just gonna, I mean, it could work as a character. It's just, you just gotta get some plastic surgery in there.
You would definitely want to do something like that.
Yeah, you would definitely have to like move the features to make it look like.
Well, you would definitely want to make it believable by keeping the shape language consistent.
Yeah, that's true. If you make it really short, this is like a chibi head, and so you can just add a little smush, like a little chub, and flatten out the head. That's another way they can do it. Little chub chin. If you want to be a little bit more like, if you want to be more of like a teenager, I would say here is pretty good. I cannot tell you the exact length of like, oh, exactly where should you put the jaw.
It's because there's
chin.
no right place to put
Exactly.
It totally depends on what type of character,
What
like,
type of style.
who your specific character is going to determine just how long their chin is in anime.
Yeah.
It's impossible to tell you exactly where it should be.
So I would say like this is pretty good for like a young adult male, because like guys have a lot more of a chiseled jawline and a longer face to fit more masculine features on. So like that's pretty good for like a masculine head type. You can also, for more feminine hair type. Did I say hair type? For a more feminine head type, you can make it a little bit shorter if that's what you want to do. Because when you draw an anime girl, the eyes are generally bigger, and so having the face smaller makes the overall character look a lot cuter as well. And I'm also pushing out the cheek a little bit more. and making the jawline less prominent, so a little bit more subtle. It's still there, but you can also tell that when I draw the back of the head, there's a bit of room between the jawline itself and the back of the head. So this is the side of the head, side of the head, this is the front of the head. So does that make sense? Hopefully that wasn't too bad. Yeah, totally, Jaden. That's a good one. That's a good little goal.
My eyes were going out of focus, and I think I just passed into another dimension for a second. In other words, I was spacing out. Yay, power back on. Awesome. My New Year's resolution is to draw every day a little bit, or just as much as I can. Awesome. Are you in our Discord community, Jaden? You seem fun and interesting and cool, and
yeah,
we would love to have more people like you there.
More people that vibe with the community.
Hint, hint. Please join.
Yeah, please join. We'd love to have you here.
How do you draw hands?
Hands.
Should we do hands today?
Hands is kind of extensive. Am I in the mood to teach hands today? We'll teach a little bit about hands. How about that? Cole bit me. He didn't bit me.
That guy blew on you.
He blew on me. You chomped. You. I don't know what you did. Yeah, you raspberried my my arm. I like to draw hands with very simple planes. If you're a regular, you know how I do hands all the time. But this is a really quick way to get a hand in and try to get the proportions right. So I'd say if you want to draw hands after you've drawn a body, keep in mind of how big your head is, right? In fact, I would actually try this exercise really quick. Draw a head, whatever, you can make a character out of it, and then draw hands doing stuff around the head. Ooh. And this is going to help you to check how big that you want your hand to be. You know, the general hand size is about the bottom of your chin up to about to your forehead. So if you place your hand right to your head, the bottom of your head, it's like right up to your brow ridge, a little bit higher than that, a little bit higher than that. So you want to take this length and then draw, and then keep that length in mind when you draw other hands. So like, what if I want my hand to look like this? So I will draw some lengths. I'm just going to draw some lines like this, and I'm going to draw the hand inside this length when I'm confident that this is the size that I want.
Want to join with my daughter to have fun with some of y'all challenges. That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah.
We have had that happen before.
Yeah, we had.
People joined with their kids and they did challenges and we showed them on stream.
Yeah. Hands are also really expressive, so it's great to add them by the face.
Hibernating raw noodles. Thank you for saying hi. I don't know, just hi. Courts. A lot of new followers during this stream, so appreciate it. Ed, I see you. I see your follow. Thank you.
So I would say the most important thing is to make sure that your hand's the correct size. I always make sure to check the hand. I take this literal length right here and I'm like, okay, place it by the head. Does it look about right? Yeah, it looks about right. If it's too big, it'll look like this. Way too big. If it's too small, I would say for anime characters, you can get away with making them too small.
Yeah.
You can get away with it, but it'll look a little bit uncanny. Let me see what else I can do. Maybe I'll change this hand to something like fanning out.
Some of should do 1,000 anime heads as your New Year's resolution. Oh. I do wanna do 1,000 anime heads.
Well, you are on your way to doing 1,000 anime heads.
Ruieri, welcome, hello, on Red Play Button website.
Hello.
I need Santa hat to come back. My head got all sweaty.
So you can see here that I broke down the hand into simple shapes like a trapezoid, upside down trapezoid, and long tapered rectangles. So rather than drawing triangles for fingers, like in a very flat view, you can draw a rectangle like this, but instead of it being straight, it could be tapered like that. That's a good shape for a finger, especially for more feminine fingers. If you want more masculine fingers, you can make them a lot fatter and boxier. Masculine, I mean. Yeah, did I say masculine?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Crash
Maybe it's spacing out.
Thanks for the follow. How is everybody doing tonight? Wait, Fox, are you here? I thought I saw someone mention your username earlier. Might have missed it.
What's your fave Mexican candy? I don't eat Mexican candy because I never had any. I don't know what I would tell. I don't know what I would even say.
How much space should be between the eyes and the hairline? There's no specific measurement.
There's no specific measurement because it depends on the character, right? Like if I have a very cutesy character, my eyes are going to be really big and lower on the face. But the hair, for me, I like to give a good amount of distance for the eyebrows and the forehead because the eyebrows are very expressive. You can really play with, you know, how far or how low you want them to be. But if your hairline is down here, like let's say you draw your eyebrows and your hairline is like really close to the, you know, to here. This looks a little bit odd because if you were to add hair onto this, the hair would get really low. So I would be like, okay, that's a bit too much. That's a bit too close. So I would place it a little bit higher. And then I would test it by drawing a strand on top and seeing does that length make sense for your character specifically. Where do you get that latte from? No worries, it's not stupid at all. You can get this at Costco. At least I hope you can get it at Costco because sometimes they won't have it, sometimes they do. But yeah, you can get it at Costco.
This Santa hat really gives fluff everywhere.
I like also simplifying the hand, like just a bunch of boxes. So I would also test to see your hand. Some people accidentally make the palms way too wide and it looks more like a rectangle. Your palm is supposed to feel more like a square. So maybe a little bit thinner around the wrists and a little bit wider towards the fingers because your hands can fan out and create width. Creates a bit of a widening effect, right? So I like to make the wrist part thinner and this part wider, so it'll create that shape. But it will not be. The palm will not go past the wrist like that. That will not connect very well. So I would say draw the wrist and draw the hand connecting to the wrist and fanning outwards. Does that make sense? Can you do how to draw ice for no particular reason? Colton would be able to do that. I wouldn't.
Can you what?
Hi. Can you draw ice?
Oh.
How big the shoulders should be? About one hand length apart. So
depends how much you work out.
It also depends on how much you work out too, because your deltoids and your muscles will also expand how wide it is. But if you want to draw like an average person,
it's all good, Kaito. Hope you get better.
Yeah.
Brought everybody sick.
Why is everybody sick today? It's the holiday season, isn't it?
It's the season for sickness.
Sickness.
You know what they say? The season for sickness. I don't know.
So the end of your clavicle will be about one hand length apart. And if you remember what we talked about hand lengths, the hand length is about...
Aaron Blaze. I recognize that name.
Aaron Blaze. I do!
Hello. Welcome.
Hey.
Hope you're doing good. You know, we're just doing our part, trying to help out with art stuff.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to take this length and measure it up on the head itself and be like, okay, that looks like about a hand length. So I'm just going to drop it on both sides. I burped for once in a while I do burp. Your clavicle will be about one hand length on each side, and then after that comes the shoulders or your deltoid. And I would say that the shoulders kind of come immediately after this point right here, the end of the clavicle.
Mm-hmm. How long do y'all go live? Or how often do y'all go live? We go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. And, yeah, that's... Some days we'll go live in between. That's about it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Really great information. This is great. Thank you.
Thank you.
You'll
try.
Lots of classes. We take lots and lots of classes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do classes, Aaron? I'd love to take a class by you at some point.
I hope this doesn't sound rude, but can you remind me, Aaron Blaze, like, what do they do again?
You've been in the animation industry, right?
Yeah.
Like Disney artist? Is that it? I'm not. I do concept art. I'm not in the animation industry or anything, so I'm not super familiar with your work. But you do animation, right? Like traditional animation, and you do like Brother Bear and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so much fun.
Yes,
What?
35 years.
Wow,
That's
that's awesome. Veteran.
awesome. Yeah.
Respect, bro. That's awesome.
Yo. Very nice. Lots of classes. Awesome. Aaron, recognize y'all. You famous now.
Ugh.
Nah, we come up
Wow.
on people's FYP sometimes, and they come in and say hi.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming by and hanging out.
Yeah. Brother Bear. I feel like I've seen that.
Directed Brother Bear.
Oh
That's
my
a good
goodness,
movie.
that is a good movie. That's crazy. I feel honored.
Yeah, awesome. No pressure, Just,
Yeah, no pressure. Just,
No pressure to draw well.
Just yeah. Can you do ears and smiling? General shape of the ear, I think a lot of people mistake it to be an oval, but it's actually more of a tilted oval. You want to kind of stretch it to the side a little bit, so stretch it diagonally.
Midterm test. Nice.
And it's going to be a little bit flatter towards the end. Now this is like a very simple shape that you can start off with. And then on the inside,
Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by.
yeah, thank you for stopping by. Then you'll have the helix, which is like part of your earlobe. It's the cartilage. You have your little thing that comes out. I think this is called the tragus. And then you got your earlobe. And then this is probably the most difficult part for most people with ears.
Do you stream on other platforms? Yeah, we're live right now on Red Play Button website as well. The big YT. We go live there as now. So if TikTok gets banned in the States, you can find us there. Same username as well.
Mhm.
So yeah, and all of our streams are up as VODs as well on there, so you can watch what we did, including a 12-hour stream that we did on the 23rd. That one was really fun.
Yeah, that was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I like to think that this right here looks like a 9 or a Y. This thing right here, I think it's called your antihelix, but either way, it looks like a Y shape with an indent in the center, and then this part is like an indentation right there. So this will be going in, this one going out, and going in, and that's what an ear looks like. And then most of the time, when you want to simplify it, some people just draw the earlobe, and then just draw like a little line like that, and that'll do for an ear. A smile depends on what kind of smile you're talking about. There's multiple types, of course. There's like a smirk, which is an asymmetrical smile where it's going to be curved more on the outside, curved more on one side than the other. If you just want to draw like a happy, jolly smile, for me personally, I do not draw a smile like a triangle like this, unless it's for a specific purpose. I like to curve the mouth a lot more. Personally, this is my opinion. And I also like to break up the line a little bit, so it's not too heavy to look at. I would say that this feels very like a genuine looking smile. Doesn't feel forced, because we got the round edges on the sides. Oh, thank you, Nate, and thank you, King, for the follow. King goes to camp. Generally just teeth and smile, sure. So I would say like this is a pretty good one. There's other types where you can draw a more like a very shallow bowl shape and then add in the teeth like that. Or you can make it more open by elongating the bottom and adding the teeth on the top.
Ooh, Fox got an iPad.
Ooh, fun! Yippee! And I feel like a smile works really well with other features attached to it. So like it's not just like a guy opening his eyes and just smiling like this. You can push it a little bit more by making the eyes closed in a very happy way, like looks like half moon shapes. And that will make the smile feel a lot more genuine and more natural looking.
12 pairs of socks for Christmas. Awesome. I got 3
Wow.
pairs of undies.
Undies.
With one had dinosaurs on it, the other one had cactus, and the third one had crap, I don't remember, like plants or something.
I like the cactus and the dinos.
Yeah, I have the
Inner
cactus
child.
one on right now.
Let me see.
Let's see. Yep.
Oh, I love it. It's orange and green too.
Yeah.
That's your colors.
My cactus undies,
Cactus
signature Colton undies, Colton collection.
Yep, the Colton
Colton
collection.
Klein.
Colton Klein. Bye. That's horrible.
They're from MeUndies too.
Oh yeah.
They stinking promote on all the YouTube channels I watch, so I had to try some.
The advertisement worked.
It worked.
That's me with Alani's. Advertisement worked.
Ooh, speaking of Alani,
You already have a bunch of drinks. Okay, I guess you finished yours.
empty.
No problem, Katie Bug. Oh, that's a cute name, Katie Bug.
Sushi socks, strawberry ones, avocado burgers, lemons, and much more. That's awesome. Super
Nice.
Novs, you were the one with like the super colorful work, right?
Yeah.
The super colorful.
I've drawn
fun
some
art.
of their OCs before.
Hope you all had amazing Christmas. Absolutely. Absolutely amazing Christmas. Thank you. Which one? I don't remember what the character's name was. Like really colorful, kind of like magical-ish, very decorative outfit and stuff like that, right? Super Noms. I do like our community a lot.
Yeah.
I have run many Discord communities in the past.
This one's the best one.
By far is my favorite one. Do you have any tips for drawing hair without references for guys?
I would say the only way is to draw them with references and do it a bunch and try to understand like what the hair is doing. I'd say take all the hairstyles that you want on a reference board and draw every single one. And I would say, hey, write some notes down. Say, maybe like, I don't know, spiky hair, or let me think, like wavy parted bangs hair, right? Okay, this hair has parted bangs on the center. Be like a Midoriya or something. Or be like Deku or Genos writing down notes.
Studious, yeah,
Be
Genos.
studious. Be like
Genos
Genos.
studying Saitama's manga reading posture.
Yeah. Be like Genos. Where you're like, oh, this has parted bangs. And draw like these little notes. So you don't forget. Right? Oh, it looks like this. It looks like this shape.
Merry Christmas, Emmy.
You know, maybe it's fluffy on the outside. Fluffy. And it looks like this.
Alright, I'm done with my bowl now.
You know, write as many notes as you want for the specific hairstyle. So when you draw it from memory, you'll be like, okay, I know that this is this shape. Oh, and this is this shape. You know, stuff like that. So that's how I would do it if I really wanted to memorize it and draw it without any reference. That's how I've done it for a long time. Sometimes a lot of the time I'll just have a reference. Like, for instance, this character right here that I'm drawing, she has a wolf cut. And I could not figure out how to draw a wolf cut for the rest of my, for the life of me. So I basically just took a lot of references of wolf cuts, and I drew her a bunch with that wolf cut. Huh? I don't know what you want to drink. And over time, as I understood like how the shape worked, then I was able to draw it better without reference. I still need some help sometimes because it's a difficult hairstyle. But yeah, that's how I would do it. It's just a lot of repetition. Makes a lot of sense. That's great.
Young pink slush.
Pink slush?
This is actually the chairberry.
Chairberry?
Cherry twist.
The cherry twist. That's kind of cute though. Chairberry.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Care Bear kind of thing.
I was literally thinking that.
You were?
There's a lot of Care Bear stuff in Miniso.
Yeah. I guess Care Bear's like, I don't know, a new thing now. I remember having a Game Boy game of that.
Ooh, that's good stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Miko. Oh, thanks, John. I try.
Miko, is that Miko Tong Miko?
Yeah, I think it's Miko Tong Miko.
Yeah. Hi, chat. You are so good at explaining. It's amazing. Very nice compliment.
Thank you. It definitely makes me feel very, very good about it.
Yeah.
See, like...
I was just looking at Aaron Blaze's YouTube channel the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not like just the other day.
I feel
but
bad that I didn't know who he was.
Well, we're not in that industry at all.
Yeah.
We don't do any animation or...
Yeah. But it's awesome to see that.
That's more along the lines of like Disney-ish.
Oh.
Like animal drawing Disney-ish stuff.
Wow.
Very, very good.
That's awesome.
He's like Peter Deceived type guy.
Oh, really? I love that guy's stuff.
I don't know if Peter Deceived does animation, but very caricature, shape language stuff.
Yeah. Yes, that's Ray Artemis.
I learned animation from Aaron. That's awesome. Crap, I should have asked him if he wanted to come on our YouTube channel and do an interview.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so awesome.
Maybe he has like a contact email at some point.
Thank you, Nendo. No.
Yeah,
I want to see an adult version of Abby sometime from you, Colton. Side-eyeing me?
Sir Doodle, happy holidays.
I feel like, as much as I draw Ray, she's actually one of the hardest characters to draw, in my opinion. I always mess up on her, even outside of stream. I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to draw Ray today, and then I'll just struggle a lot.
Creature Art Teacher is his website. Okay.
Oh, Creature Art Teacher? Okay.
That's fun.
Happy holidays, Sir Doodle. I was going to say Sir Noodle, but that, I read it better.
Yeah, I don't do almost any creature type art. I need to learn that at some point. I really want to take a class. I didn't see much on Brainstorm that
Maybe
I
you should
liked
take
a
that
lot.
Tara Whitlatch class on Skillshare. On that Schoolism.
Schoolism?
Yeah.
Tara Whitlatch?
Yeah.
Felines or Animal Anatomy?
Animal Anatomy or something.
Tara Whitlatch is a legend. Colton Hauser, thank you for the follow.
Super Knobs, you actually were chosen, but you weren't there.
Yeah! Did Super Knobs get chosen?
I think they did get chosen. I remember seeing them getting chosen.
I don't remember. Colton is my name as well.
Colton Hauser. That's fun.
Coloring hair or clothes, how many colors is too much? It really depends. Depends on what you want.
Yeah.
Generally, people try to keep it pretty simple, but you can do a lot of colors and get away with it. If your design is good, your composition is good,
if the things that are holding the artwork together is good, then you can really use however many colors you want.
Yeah.
It also depends on like your purpose of your art. Like, do you want the feeling? Like, what feeling do you want? Like, if you want a more melancholic feeling, maybe go more monochromatic with some pop of color in some ways. If you want it very colorful, then put as many colors as you want. Oh, Supernow says, I know I was asleep. I was so sad. I'm so sorry. Next time. I love your OCs, Supernow, so.
What if we made an anatomy class, like a $20 anatomy class?
That's
like the basics.
The basics.
And then I did a perspective one the same.
I think that's a great idea. Because I do want to do that. I think it's
like
about
that
time
idea
that we
a lot.
made something like that.
Well, a lot of people have been wanting classes on stuff. I like that.
Yeah.
Bet. Yeah. Colton would drop 40 so quick. We could make classes on a bunch of stuff. Like, shorter, more to the point classes on stuff.
Just like a good like library for people to just reference every now and then when they really want it.
When will you stream OC drawings again? Because I'm going to put it in my calendar. We don't really plan them.
Yeah, it's more of like a spontaneous thing lately.
I'm confused about the height part when drawing a cube in 3-point perspective. Like, I don't know when to add more or less.
Like length?
Height?
Like how long or short to make it?
I would say... I took I learned some stuff from a teacher named Krenz Kushart. He's a Taiwanese artist who does a lot of perspective stuff, and the way that he teaches students to draw cubes in perspective is to buy a Rubik's Cube and draw it a whole bunch of times from a whole bunch of angles. I mean, there's ways to draw a perfect square in perspective starting with an ellipse, but it's really complicated and you would never use it in a practical sense. Another way is you could use 3D, but again, not really that practical for a lot of people who are just drawing on their iPad and want to be able to sketch fast. You really just have to get good at eyeballing it. And the way that I eyeball it, I could actually show it really quick.
Sure.
I'm going to have to sit there, though.
Go ahead, but I farted. So be careful.
You laid a landmine. Okay.
I did.
So, if I'm drawing a square in perspective, I like to draw 3 sides first. And then the third side, I'll drop in. Maybe that's a little bit short. You know, one of the ways to check is you do this. You divide it. Why does it always do that? You divide it in half. And you draw through the middle here. And you draw through the middle here. And at this point, this point, this point, and this point, you draw an ellipse in there. And this would be your minor ellipse, so it would go through this.
Colby says, "Lol, my niece calls farting making thunder."
That's
That's
silly.
so clever. I should have said making thunder instead of saying fart, but I guess I just don't really care anymore.
So if you draw an ellipse in there, and this doesn't feel like a sausage, and it doesn't feel like an almond, but it feels like a circle that's been squished. Like if I drew lines out of the bottom of this, if this feels like a cylinder, right, then it means my square is probably pretty close. That's how I eyeball it. Oop, you're lagging for me.
Uh-oh.
Anybody else?
I have to wake up at like 2 a.m. for that, but it's worth it. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so that's how I do it. So again, it's the same thing. If I draw a square, you know,
Whoa,
maybe something like that,
not lagging. Good.
and I draw an X, and I divide this. Because this is the same thing, it's just not in perspective, right? And I take this point, this point, this point, and this point, and I draw a circle in here. Not very good at drawing circles. That's what you're doing. You're just squishing it. So that's how I like to check. If I draw a shape, now I'll draw one that's obviously wrong.
Obviously wrong.
Yeah, I'll draw one that's wrong. So let's just say, let's just do it this way. I'll draw one that's obviously wrong. So this one to me is quite obviously wrong. It feels too long. I'll make it even more obvious.
Okay.
And then we'll,
Too wide.
yeah, it's too long. So let's
You
see
can
what
fit two
this,
things in there.
let's see what this looks like if I do this.
Honeybee, hello.
So if I split this in half, and I split this in half, and I try to draw a circle in this one when it's clearly wrong.
It doesn't look like a circle anymore.
Yeah, let me try to do this nicely. Nicely.
Nicely. Come on, pen, behave.
You'll see that it feels too long. Like it doesn't feel like a circle. Like an ellipse feels like a squished circle. So if I draw an ellipse
That feels like a circle in perspective.
and I draw that, it feels like a cylinder, like a circle in perspective, especially if I do, you know, if I split it
In equal parts.
and maybe do something like that. Nah, I'll split it a different way. Draw the middle, right? If I split it maybe like this, it feels more like a squished circle. But this one, it feels too long. It needs to be like that, right?
Yep.
So you check. So I've been drawing ellipses for a long time. I'm not that good at it, but there's some things about ellipses. There's two problems with ellipses. Number one is...
We got another Danny.
Ooh,
Danny
nice.
followed.
So, I like to call it hot dogging, where your ellipse looks like a hot dog, where the ends are rounded and then it
Looks like
goes
a
straight.
sausage.
It looks like a sausage, yeah. So, and then the other one I like to call footballing, where it looks like an American football, or it looks like an eye, or it looks like an almond. What you want in an ellipse is you want this to be rounded on the end, and you want it to be symmetrical on both sides. So if you took it and you divided it in half and you overlapped it, it would be even. It would be symmetrical on both sides.
What if we ever, when we do cons someday,
Yeah.
we're like, guys, whose name is Danny? Raise your hand, and we just get a Danny army.
It's silly.
That'd be funny.
I don't know if there would be that many
I don't know
Dannies
if there'll be
there.
that many Dannies, but we do have plenty of Dannies in our community.
Yeah. So this, dividing it in half on the short side is the minor axis. And then this is the major axis right here, the long side. The minor axis is the important one. That actually points at your vanishing point. So if you want to draw a cylinder in perspective, this is going to point at your vanishing point.
Combine the Ashleys and the Dannies.
Yeah.
Danny Ashley gang.
Yeah. So anyways, it's difficult. It's hard to draw squares in perspective. There's no simple way to do it.
A lot of it is just like so much repetition that you kind of intuitively know how long it is.
Yeah. So that's what I do. And I draw a square in all of them. Or I draw a whole bunch of them and I put circles in all of them or ellipses in all of them and I see if it feels right.
Good night, Supernovs. And hey, Analia. Narcoid asks, quick question. Do you have courses on shading 3D objects? And sorry about all the questions. No worries.
Yeah.
Colton actually has a course on rendering 3D forms.
Yeah.
It's called the Digital Environment Painting course, right?
Yeah.
And he talks all about rendering primitive forms like that. In fact, let me look. Got his art here. He does this stuff. It's good though.
Yeah.
He does this stuff in
Yep.
that course.
This
It's in our anime art school.
This is all in my class in anime art school. So I start off with just the very basic forms, like cubes and cylinders and spheres, and then we start stacking them and lighting them like this. We do all of the calculations by hand as well. So calculating the drop shadows and cast shadows with a light source, I do all of that. Here's another one. All of this, doing all the calculations. All of this is in real time. I explain everything. And then we also go into material spheres where I'm rendering different materials like barbed wire wood and stone and boba cup.
Can we buy the class separately or buy the whole course? It is, for now, well, it is just buying the whole package.
So the school is built as a complete unit. It's there's terms and there's classes that build on each other. So I do want to get a lighting and painting class up, but this was built as an extension of the classes that came before it. So it wouldn't make a lot of sense to sell it alone because I'm referencing stuff that was talked about earlier in classes.
Yeah.
But I could build a class in the future about that just talks about lighting and I don't call back on stuff previously.
Yeah. Thanks, Kirby, for the follow.
So,
can you cover how to render ice? What kind of ice? Do you mean like clear ice?
Where is it?
Or you mean like magic power ice? Merry Christmas, Alicia.
So yeah, this is another demo that I did in the class. I started from complete scratch. The first line you watch all the way to the final brush stroke. I rendered this entire thing by hand with the round brush in the class.
Yeah, we also talk about how to draw anime as well. We don't teach animation, but if you want to like animate anime,
Yeah.
in that style, you would need to learn how to draw it. Where can I see the course and how much is it?
You can actually find the course on where the heck?
Where the heck?
It's the yellow. On our website.
There it is. There you go.
Our website is right here. It's also on our profile. How to color more realistic. So yeah, this is our website. You can find it. You will actually find a breakdown of the entire class. Is there an age requirement? We recommend at least 13.
Mm-hmm. As long as you can understand what we're talking about, then you should be fine.
Yeah. So yeah, go. This is our website. You can go there and check it out.
Thank
you
you,
can type
Grandma,
that in your
for
browser,
sharing a live.
or you can go to our profile and go there. But yeah, you can learn all about that. There's 7 different classes, and also you get special roles in the Discord server as well. And you have Discord terms of service require users to be at least 13 years old as well. So it works out perfectly.
Thank you, Reggie.
How to color more realistic? Coloring more realistic has a lot to do with understanding light and how it works, light and color and materials and how it works.
Artemis was asking about how to paint an icy lake.
How to paint ice? Oh
On a
yeah,
lake.
so anyways, back what I was saying earlier, you'll notice that this one feels pretty good. Like this one right here feels pretty good. And if you were to, put the minor axis on it, it'd be right about there. And if you're to turn this into a cylinder, still feels
Happy holidays, Pandy.
pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
If you turn this into a cylinder.
Sure thing, Maddie.
So getting good at drawing squares in perspective is really important, and that's how I do all of this stuff as well. Cylinders like this is a freehand cylinder. All of this, everything here is completely freehand. It's just painted.
Oh, Miko, thank you for the heart me, and thank you, Ellen, for the rose. Oh, it's your first gift. Thank you.
Yes,
Feel
thank
honored
you.
to be your first.
Thank
receive
you.
your first gift.
Hey Misaki, welcome back. Pandy,
Oh, man.
hello.
I need to draw that face.
So
I can't
what,
leave it alone.
There you go.
Well, I think I will cover how to paint ice on a lake.
Do you
I
want
think
to?
that'd be kind of fun for me to train myself into teaching that.
The difficulty is like ice itself. Like you get an ice cube out of the freezer and show it. It doesn't look like, quote, ice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's like really, really photorealistic ice like in a glass, and then there's ice that's like in an environment. But the thing with ice is it takes on the color of things around it.
Exactly.
So
and
if it's
underneath it, maybe.
So if ice is on top of blue water, then the ice is going to be blue, and you're going to be able to see through the ice into the water.
Like this, I'm guessing this is kind of the vibe that you're going for. You can't really. There's certain things that will make it feel more like ice, and that is because ice is still, it's not moving.
Have a good night, Snowy.
Okay, let me just draw this face really quick. Nah, I'll draw it later. I'll just erase this, and I'll draw the face later. So if I were to like look at this image,
Whoa.
I would analyze this a bit. I would try to reverse engineer it.
That's
So-
also very, very heavily color balanced.
Yes, it is.
In Photoshop or Lightroom or something.
Yeah, so it's edited. It looks pretty, which is why I chose the image. The drawing has pine trees around it. Yeah. So like if I were to take this and use this as kind of like a study on how to do material rendering, I would be like, okay, this whole thing here, I can simplify it to one value first. And
So are you doing a study of the image, or are you doing like an ice break?
kind of like an ice breakdown, like
Okay.
but using this as a reference.
Okay.
Well, I'll try my best, but maybe Colton, you can always chime in and add more stuff to it. So like I would look at the quality of the ice block itself, or the ice sheet, and be like, okay, is this really smooth? I see the reflection on the mountains, and I'm like, okay, since the ice isn't moving, it'll feel a little bit more streaky,
And then
for
we got it
example.
close.
Okay, sure. And because the sky and the mountain is what's, directly above the ice, it's going to reflect that. So, let me think. Let me just draw.
Kireiji, hello on YouTube. Kawaii Otaku. Fox, are you here? What iPad did you get? Which size?
A little landscape. And then maybe we'll draw sky. Because part of it is just like you got to make sure that the ice is reflecting the image above. So you got the mountain reflecting on this side, and if you make it super straight and really blunt, it's not, I mean, you can definitely make it very clear. Like this would technically work, but since this ice in particular is kind of a bit foggier, I would render it more like streaks and make it a little bit hazier. And ice also tends to have like these little streaks, like these little ice like crystals inside. So if you added that in there into the image, it'll feel more like ice rather than like just water. You can even add some cracks even on this surface, on the upper part of the surface as well.
And usually there's also like gradients in the reflections. So like if I were to reflect the sky, I can see light and it goes into darkness. So I would make this part light and make it a soft gradient towards the base color that I've added in here. Does that make sense? Hopefully it makes sense. You don't have to do very much to make it look like ice because it only has a few things, at least specifically for this image. You just gotta make sure that the reflections are good and also that there's some things that show that it's ice, like these little streaks in the corners.
Mm-hmm. But like there's other ices as well. Like there's stylized ice. Like I can show you an example of ice that I did on a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So like, here's an example of ice. But this is completely approached differently than how Christina's was, right? Like, you can see this is very stylized. It looks cold. It has, like, coming off of it.
Yeah, it would look more like cracks or scratches.
So that one would almost be more like crystal-ish?
Crystal ice, yeah.
Yeah.
And, I mean, even the sword has a bit of ice quality inside of it. More reflective.
Yeah. When I was doing Guild Wars, we did a lot of stuff like that. Same with like fire and lightning. Like they all got these properties to them.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it depends on what kind of ice you want to do. Do you want it to be more stylized or gamey? Like we're more like a Blizzard like style, like Blizzard
Well, like they said that they wanted ice on a lake, so that's why I searched that up. But once again, there's also these kinds like that. You would approach it the same way, just be like, okay, I noticed that there's like a lot of color in certain areas. You would be able to reverse engineer it.
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah.
If you were to do this ice on top of here, that would be kind of cool.
It would.
You'd have
it looks like caustics on the water.
Yeah, you'd have like these cracks going around, like. But this would be in perspective, so it would get smaller as it goes in the background.
Yeah. Hard and soft edges as well. Be mindful of. Like you'll notice that some areas in this painting which were a little bit harder edge. Like the lines that Colton is drawing is very sharp, and that makes it feel very like look like cracks in the ice. If you make everything really soft, it's not going to look as icy.
And now what I'm putting in here is soft. So if you come in here and you put soft in here.
Colby says, "LOL, blow that up, sell it, and take my money." Also, it would be nice to do some environment study paintings, to be honest. But
like that kind of thing.
This is Procreate Analia, or Analia. I don't know how to pronounce your name.
And then you get this like really dark, deep blue.
Deep blue. Deep purple. Remember that?
Yeah.
Hunter Hunter?
Yeah. Was it kind of like that color? Yeah, it kind of feels like that color to me.
I think every opportunity that you want to like draw or render a certain texture, like try to be like, okay, how would I approach this? Like, what would be the easiest to start with first? Would it be easier to start with the base tone or the base color and a gradient and then add details on top? Or would it be easier to like, do something else? Analia? Sorry, I don't remember what it was. Just got home from a 5-hour hospital trip. Glad I made it for the stream. Oh, thanks, Swag. I hope you had a good time at the hospital.
There's different kind of ice.
That's cool.
But that's like a totally different kind of ice than what Christina drew.
Yep.
It's like similar but also different.
Yep. This is the very smooth ice that I did, and then this is Colton's.
Yeah, and if you want to draw someone standing on that, it'd be pretty easy. You could draw them in.
Merry Christmas, Crits Can.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas. Draw your favorite, Maddie. Ooh, fun.
Something like that you could do.
This makes me want to draw Ray on top of a icy lake. What?
Why'd she be standing there?
I don't know. It's just fun. It's cool looking.
But yeah, I don't want the person on there though.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you could put a person on there.
Nah, I don't think I will.
Chris Can is here.
Yeah. That's the face that I wanted to draw initially.
Are y'all partners? Partners in crime? Yep.
Partners in crime. Yeah, we're married.
Colton's banning me because my new iPad can't draw Miki.
Can't draw Miki?
It was really good having you around, Fox.
Oh no.
I really hope you find a good community.
No. Don't say that. I don't want that to happen.
Mona, Merry Christmas. No, don't ban Fox. iPads come out of the box with Miki accessibility. Yeah.
Miki
Rip
accessibility.
Fox edit coming soon. Anime or simple noses? Don't worry. How long have we been live, Brad?
I don't know.
3 hours and 15 minutes. This has honestly been a great stream.
I really enjoyed it. It's really fun.
Let's find who our true supporters are by checking our stream analytics and seeing who's been watching us the longest.
Oh.
And everybody else is gonna have to enjoy them. Chuko is number 1.
Don't ban the local elderly child. Elderly child?
Elderly child. Chuko, if you're in here, you are our number 1 viewer today. Spent the last 3 hours on the phone with my big brother. Awesome.
Oh, that's nice.
Christina's grandma is number 2.
Grandma, woo!
Number 3 is Artemis for Art. Number 4 is Maria Mabo. Number 5 is Modevil. Number 6 is Unique Art by Nee. And number 7 is Yo What's Up. And number 8 is Danny Draws 2.0. Congratulations, all of you. You are our top.
Our OGs.
You should also check gifts. Number 1
over.
is Sensen6652 at 229 coins. Number 2 is Water Lilies, which is Dahlia at 100 coins. And number 3 is Maddie.
Maddie.
At 65. Maddie.
You stole my spotlight.
Amazing work. Fox, you're not on this band. Yippee! Thank you, Maddie. Appreciate it. What are we drawing tonight?
We were just doodling.
Oh, we did a lot of stuff.
Colton did a bunch of perspective and drawing people.
Yeah, I did some perspective stuff.
Some people in,
Simple demos.
Cute. These are really nice, Colton.
And then I did a male torso.
Yep, and then we did eyes of perspective, mouths, hair, some hair. Like a little happy corn. That just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, then I did a whole in-depth perspective lesson on
while I was cooking.
Fisheye lenses.
Hi, Yujia.
Yeah, we went into
Fisheye lenses.
fisheye lenses. We went into the cone of vision, distortion, because Christina was cooking and I had to figure out something to teach.
But somehow the viewers went up when that
Somehow
happened.
the viewers went up, yes. I was at 170 viewers when I was doing that.
This was a 3-point perspective grid looking up and down that I did really quickly. And then these are the rest of the doodles that we did throughout stream.
Yup. Including a little painting of an icy lake.
Mm-hmm. That Colton and I did together. Oh, bye, cutie pie. Oh. Who left? Have a good stream, Katsuwa? I don't know which one left. What app do you use? We use Procreate.
Procreate. Let's let's look at the analytics for this stream. I'm curious. Peak 178. Average 111.
I don't know what now.
886
just doodling
comments.
a bit more. Hanging out.
That's because fisheye looks so cool, everyone had to click.
Yep, that's true. And actually seeing people do fisheye like that is really cool too.
It's fascinating to people because that's not how you see the world, but yet it still looks right.
And everybody wants to do it.
Did you finish your latte?
Nope.
Rip. She didn't clink cups with me.
Oh, I thought you wanted it. I thought you were like, oh, trade with me. I didn't know you wanted to clink cups.
Clink cups? Who think we should play a game of Ban Maddie? That's an interesting to say, Maddie.
That is a very interesting thing to say.
Luna Looney, thank you for the follow. Oh yeah, I'm drawing right now as
Nice.
well. Awesome. That's not what I said.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna draw a guy. Because I feel like, I don't know. I kind of just want to doodle, but I also want to hang out and stuff.
I thought MHA stood for Maddie Heads Away.
What?
I don't know, I could be wrong. Think we should play a game of Arctic Expedition. Ooh!
Ooh, that's actually a pretty good idea.
That actually does not sound bad. A Christmas Miracle Expedition?
Yeah.
Nah.
What do y'all think?
Nah. Wow. Okay then. After all the gifts Maddie sent, that's how I treat her. Alright, you guys want to do an Arctic Expedition tonight on Roblox?
Maybe.
Is that what you want?
I think that'd be really fun.
Lizzie.
Maybe this would just be Jake. with
Wait,
his
is
hair
Lizzie
wet.
here? Fox? I thought you were busy. Who wants to do Antarctic Expedition tonight in Roblox in the Discord server? Anybody? Me? I honestly,
I think that's a good
shockingly,
thing. Agreed.
honestly, shockingly, I think I might.
I think
do
I
it.
might too. I
Not
want to
really,
do it.
but sure. Wow. Way to kill the party, Fox. Not really, but sure.
What's the Discord server link? You can find it in here.
Yes.
Or
If
go to
you
our profile.
want to direct message us on TikTok and ask for the invite, I can also send it to you there.
Yep.
Yippee! Yippee!
Ooh, thank you,
Yippee.
Gabsy for the follow. Thank you, user909. Thank you for the
Yippee.
follow. Thank you, Louisiana Red for the follow as well. What is Antarctic Expedition? It's a Roblox game. It's a game on Roblox.
Wow, Tori was in secondary messages.
What does that mean?
It means that the last time we messaged Tori on TikTok was October 25th, and she was wanting the invite to the Discord. That's so cute. Tori! Tori, are you here?
Guys, this is Jake.
I'll message
What-
on TikTok then. Sure.
Don't y'all think that this would make you guys happy?
Tori, look.
I made this into Jake.
Look at our little history.
A little history.
That's so cute. And now you're one of, like, our primary members.
Mm-hmm.
That's so sweet, looking at the history.
I know, so cute. So lovely.
The little face. Yes. Vanishing. Let me go grab that invite link.
Draw a beach towel on him.
Tori.
No, that looks more like a bath towel. We'll just say he got out of the bath. Got out of the shower?
W in the chat for Tori.
Yes.
Did she respond at all? I know I saw it and was like, oh, I'm so shy. That's
No.
sweet. By the way, if you are joining the Discord server and you do not have phone verification, just let me know your username and I will manually give you the role.
Oh my gosh, you shattered your hand, Louisiana? Or Red? Oh my, that's horrible.
Oh, that's horrible.
I hope, just prioritize your healing. But I do hope that you can get a lot of enjoyment out of drawing like that too.
Is that Jake?
Yeah, that's Jake. And give them a little bit of a
Ugh.
breadcrumbs, you know.
Crumbs.
Just crumbs, just some unfinished Jake not being a joke, but the butt of the joke for the first time.
Wind asked, do you have any tips on drawing perspectives? I did about... Do you want to show it?
Yes.
I did a really, really long lesson on perspective there. And also... there. With fisheye lenses earlier on the stream. We're also streaming on Red Play Button website. The big YT. And so you can actually go there and re-watch the lesson if you want it. We have been live for 3.5 hours about, and you can rewind the VOD and go watch all of that.
Mm-hmm. I really like this ice lake. It's really rough, but it's fun. It's fun to see it.
Yeah.
I
was worried about being a bother.
Oh no! We literally said to just message us for the link. So
Chuko Light.
Chuko Light.
Chuko is the #1 viewer today.
Wow.
So, do you have any tips on character sheets?
Ooh.
I mean, keep the design consistent.
Yeah.
Use guidelines to make sure things are in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
Draw a front, side, back view, and then the outfit over top. Really think about the three-dimensional form. Did you watch the Mary Chrysler video or no? Not yet. I haven't watched any TikToks while we've been live. At least I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I can watch it now.
It's Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Chrysler.
Merry.
Okay.
Merry Chrysler.
Mm-hmm. I heard a moo.
I heard a moo.
Moo.
I feel bad for my grandma for listening to all that in 12 hours.
Put the cow video down, Colton. So we discovered something terrible.
It's not terrible.
We forced. So as you know, Christina's grandma watches our lives. She's here right now, and we really like her watching our lives. But I realized the other day that I was mooing the entire 12-hour stream, and she listened to me mooing the whole time.
No pause, and she did not leave for a second.
And she did not leave for a second, and I feel terrible. I feel absolutely terrible.
Absolutely embarrassed. No,
Don't start the moo. Moo.
To be fair, I think my grandma would have found it funny.
I love the water in that little painting. That brick got me bricked up. I can't draw bricks. Nice. I would rather listen to that hysteria-inducing background music than the moos. I would rather listen to every one of Lurv's messages be text-to-speech. That is the worst fate you could possibly wish on somebody. An AI voice reading every one of Lurv's messages out loud. Christina, do you have a favorite OC of mine that you've drawn?
Probably Hoshino. Hoshina, the star girl. Hey, Daphne.
Daphne, hello. Welcome, welcome.
Nice to see you back. Well, if we want to start Arctic Expedition.
So do we... What do you think? I prefer Lurv over mooing? Then why are you here, Swag? This is Mooing Simulator.
Scar's name is Star. Okay, Star. Then yes, Star.
I was thinking about doing a voice reveal. The last time it didn't go so well, so maybe we'll see. Lurv, if you do a voice reveal, that would be the highlight of the entire year at the very last moment. That's a bigger deal than the fact that we even started this streaming in the first place. I gotta do something. You can't go, Fox? Wow. I thought you were a fan.
Well, it looks like we don't have to go rescue her.
At least we don't have to rescue Fox. Let's go.
Wow, Maddie says they've been watching us for 7 months.
That's crazy. You're right, Maddie. You joined very, very early on.
You did.
What's your join date in the Discord? Say hi in general chat, Maddie, so I can click your name and not have to look you up. Oh, there you are. Never mind, you don't have to say hi.
Member since...
July 13th.
Wow, July.
2024. And you created your account on June 27th. My other account?
Your other account? You got another account?
You have 2 accounts in the Discord? That's illegal. If I join the Roblox game later and I'm really bad at it, will you be mad at me? No.
No.
But you might get left behind
Yeah.
by some members. But I bought your book coming for Christmas. Awesome! Who doesn't have 2 accounts? We are playing Roblox. Daniela, yeah. I think we're actually playing Antarctic Expedition tonight. For real. For Christmas night.
Yes. I think that'd be very appropriate.
We should wait a bit. How long is a bit? I don't know if I got it in me to wait. June 8th. What?
What? June?
Wow, Maddie.
Do we really stream that early in
Maddie joined on one of the, in like the first week of our streaming.
Yeah.
I will be in a call with my Pookie as she holds me accountable in drawing my monthly. You mean Misaki? Yeah, I shared my art in the server. I love the atmosphere here.
Yay!
Awesome.
Awesome.
We love chill people who enjoy the atmosphere and vibe.
We got a server fan art?
Server fan art.
Abby!
It's Abby!
Who did that?
I drew her from memory so she ended up in her Roblox outfit.
Oh!
Stinky Lorv Grinch.
Lorv! I need to see this.
Lorv, did you keep that name?
Oh, look at this, guys. That's Colton's character.
Yup.
Abby.
You can thank Lorv in the chat for the beautiful art of Abby. Abby. Yummy Abby.
Mm-hmm. Miko has a tendency to attract quiet friends.
Yeah. Ooh, Van, that's very cute.
Ooh, that is really cute. You fit right in.
Oh, there's Korean.
Oh, are you Korean?
Are you Korean? We have a lot of Koreans in our Discord.
Yeah,
server.
we do.
I don't know about a lot.
We have
Speaking of Koreans,
there's Toto,
Lord,
and Lorv is half.
do you want to
part
introduce yourself? No, I can't change it myself. You can't change it yourself?
What?
I thought people could change their own names.
Yeah.
I think you might just be Stinky Lord Grinch for the rest of your life.
Thank you, Daphne.
Lord draws?
Let me draw June.
Merry Christmas.
Grimace.
Crap, I never looked at what Fox said about, like, in 30 minutes? We could probably start in a half an hour. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
start in a half an hour. Who is Ray the closest to in the group? Probably me.
The closest to? Oh, you mean like in terms of relationship-wise?
Probably Miki.
Probably Miki.
We've drawn them together more times.
Yeah. But I've never drawn Ray with the other characters yet, but I think her and Miki will probably be the closest.
Are we going in game night? Yeah, that's where we'll do the
Expedition. Although I feel like Ray would get along with Abby as
You're
well.
Polish.
Oh, you're Polish. Oh, that's fun. We don't have that many Polish, right?
One of the very first artists that I watched a YouTube channel from, when I was getting serious, there were 2 Polish artists,
Oh yeah.
and they had a what were their Derek Zabroki
I don't know.
and Wojtek Fus.
Wojtek Fus. Okay, then yeah, I know that one.
Were 2 Polish artists, and they were one of the reasons that I started this channel here with Christina.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, King Cheese, for the lovely comment. What's your fave anime? I don't have a favorite anime. I have favorites.
Hey,
Hey, C.
Axel, thank you for the follow. You draw really nice, King Cheese says.
Yeah, thank
Well,
you.
you taste very good, King Cheese.
King
Fox
Cheese.
is gone?
I think of King Cheese like cheddar cheese. That's what I think of.
Lorv, what do you wish your name was in the Discord server? You get 1 free wish because you drew Abby. What do you wish your name was?
I feel like I do it a lot more stress-free.
And then you have to go into General 1 and say, I wish my username was this. And it might come true. Holly Jolly Merry Christmas Spirit. You have to go into General Chat and say, I wish my name was, and then type that in. Stinky Lorv Grinch is typing.
Then I use Procreate for this specific for stream. I use Photoshop and on my computer, but
Jolly Gremlin.
This is Procreate.
And this is going to be your name for the entirety of 2025.
No takebacks.
No takebacks.
She's gonna be like, gulp.
I offer the suggestion of Jolly Gremlin, Crit says.
She's gonna be like this.
I wish Laura's name was Stinky Lure forever.
She's probably sweating like this right now.
I didn't realize that. I'll change her name. I got it. I'm in general chat right now.
Hey, Rat King.
Rat King? We have King Cheese and we have Rat King. Are you guys friends? Does the Rat King need King Cheese? I wish my name was Holly Jolly Merry Christmas.
Rat
I clasp
King...
my hands together and close my eyes filled with anticipation. Is
Rat
that
King
the
and
capitalization that you want as well?
Rat King and Critscan kind of feel similar to me, because Critscan
right.
draws mouse OCs, and then there's Rat King. So what's the username? Or what's the display name?
Your name was too long.
So now...
So it's just Holly Jolly Merry Christmas Spear.
Spear.
It's too long, it didn't fit. No takebacks. All of 2025. I met a real-life British guy today, and he scared me because he's super smart. What? Battle of the Kings? I don't think Rat King's here anymore, or King Cheese is here anymore.
Probably not.
Joke's on you, I can ask Sarah to save me. I should be sleeping, it's 5 a.m.
Girl,
But
or
this life
what?
is too cool to just go to sleep. Thank you.
Thank you.
King Cheese is here!
What? Yay!
Who would win? Rat King or King Cheese?
So the thing is, rats eat cheese. But... but cheese is good and yummy, so I don't know. Technically, Rat King has been here, has been an OG for a while. Let me think. Technically, Rat would eat the cheese, but I like the cheese, so I don't know. The Kings have joined.
Should I draw some fan art or restart Outlast? Outlast is a scary game. Thank you for the follow, King Cheese.
I feel honored that we earned your follow through our shenanigans.
Moo. Daphne's trying to remind me to moo. The Destroyer, thank you for the follow.
The Destroyer.
Cheese. Moo.
It's cute.
Moo.
Do a cutesy moo. I know you guys are not gonna have it.
Can on it, and food comes in cans, and rats eat food.
That's
so rat
right.
can
You
eat
are
stuff.
named after cheese, Colby Jack. Colby Jack cheese. We need more cheese themed usernames.
But Crits draws rats and mice.
Yeah, they got a rat OC, which I love. I love their. I love
You
their
mooing is gonna put me back in the hospital. Jack, I love cheese. No, stop mooing. The girlies in mouse outfits. Okay.
Okay.
What if they had it like this?
looks like a rabbit.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Wait,
They need to be round. Oh yeah, that works better.
that looks like hamster though. We'll do this. We'll do this one. We'll do a little.
I was drawing the ellipse.
Yeah, I know. And we'll draw a little
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Miko Mouse.
Holly Jolly Merry Christmas Spear.
Spear.
Spare.
Oh, that's kind of cute actually. Look, I gave Miko little buck teeth.
Yeah.
You don't like it? I made Miko a mouse. I made Miko into a mouse before. I have? I don't think I have.
Yeah, I think you made Miko into a mouse.
No way.
Before.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember it specifically, but I can feel it.
I
Like, I vibed it
probably
out.
would have done it, but I don't remember doing it. You gave her ears. How long of a stream ago was that? Like, was that like a really long time ago?
I don't remember.
I tried making Miki into a rat and it was not fun. Crits can, if you make Ray into a rat, I would love it. I would love to see it.
Honestly,
Ooh. Oh, that's a pretty good one. It's pretty good. That's one of the better Curse Colton art.
yeah, Noel drew me as Santa.
But still, I would love to see Miki into a mouse. Abby as a mouse would be super cute. Crits can in your style.
Abby Mouse.
Abby
Oh
mouse.
my gosh.
Abby rat.
If Crits made Abby into a mouse, that would be so cute.
I think because, well, I was gonna say I think Ray as a rat in Crits Can Styles would look good already because they got
Ray?
an OC, they got Ashley and it kind of got that same vibe.
Oh yeah, Abby gives me New Yorker vibes. Oh.
Would she be from New York?
Nah.
Put the teeth back. It was so it was
DMs.
cute. DMs.
Look,
You-
that's a bear.
that's a bear.
That one's a bear.
To be fair, that's a bear. Those are bear.
But I do
bear
think
ears.
you
But I
made
do
Miko
think-
a mouse before.
I just
I
don't
feel
think
like you did. I feel it. I'm vibing it. I'm vibing it out.
I'm between drawing June or Ray. Honestly, we need more June fan art, so you can do June Rat King, or you can just do both. Because I'd love to see.
That's
Ray
not a
and Miss-
bear. That is a bear.
That's a bear.
It's a Miko bear.
It's a Miko bear. Mouse ears, I would make them bigger and I would make them gray.
Yeah, Christina would not have.
Hey,
gone that way.
lemons! Add whiskers.
Lemons.
I have whiskers. I do like the buck teeth, so I'll just add it for now.
Ruthie.
I just won't add the
Why does
large
lemons
dent.
feel like a Tira?
Really?
Like no, not like lemons. The user
Oh.
feels like Tira, the user that joins in. Like they
Oh,
pop in
yeah,
and say
yeah,
hi.
Yeah, it kind of feels like that.
The funny thing about Tira, like not our Tira here,
Yeah,
but
no,
Tira,
like Tira and
who
our
hops
viewer.
in.
Yeah.
She like comes in and says hi.
Yeah, she
like,
just says
practically
hi.
every stream.
Yeah, hi hearts and
Yeah.
and that's it. But I've never seen her art before.
How you doing, lemons? Rat King. I'm between drawing June or Ray.
I'd say draw both, but I would, as much as I hate to say it, we don't have as much June fan art. So, if you were to choose one, I'll say June. I'll sacrifice a little bit.
Doing good. I've been working on some art. Just too scared to share. No, everybody loves it.
Maybe I have drawn a Mickey Mouse on
Mickey
speech.
Mouse.
No, I've drawn Ray as a mouse. I've drawn Ray as a mouse. I remember specifically.
Maybe it was Ray.
It was Ray as a mouse, and I drew her with holding a big block
Share
of
your art.
cheese.
Share it. Do it. Tira doesn't share her art either.
No, she doesn't. I drew her as a mouse. That I remember. Can we draw what? Can we draw our OCs interacting with your OCs? I would love to see that, Tori.
Misaki has.
Yeah, Misaki has.
Just
Yes.
no shipping.
No shipping, but interacting, yes.
Interacting is fine. Shipping, nah. Although eventually people are going to start shipping if we get big enough.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do about it. It would be fun to look through it though and be like,
It would be fun.
shipping is crazy. Yeah.
Shipping can be crazy.
Maddie is saying that. Maddie, you're saying that? Oh yeah, the 12-hour live stream. Someone was a mouse. I don't think I've ever seen anyone ship your OCs with theirs. Not yet.
Not yet.
I don't really want them to. Star, hi.
Hey.
What? What?
I don't think I've ever. Oh, okay, never mind. Do you guys like Sunny Angels? I never seen it, or I don't know what it is.
Huh? I don't know what that is. Okay, let's see. We got Miko sending a heart me. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you for the 65 heart puffs. D. Coleman, thank you for the 28 roses. Aurora, thank you for the heart me and the 2 donuts. Lex, thank you for the rose. I can see Jake's unfortunate future already. Odd question. Are you saying what's shipping? It's when you imagine two characters getting into a relationship with each other.
Like you see like two characters that have good chemistry, but they're not together, but you wish for them to be together.
Well, people ship characters who don't have good chemistry as well.
Oh, that's true. But like that's the point. You wish for them to be together.
Shipping means you put them together.
Yeah, like romantic.
In a relationship.
Yeah.
Christina's shipping stream prob on Valentine's Day. Shipping what stream?
I don't know.
Guys, hear me out on Jake.
Okay, I know that's probably Mitsubi's name because only she can make a name like that.
What? That does feel like a Mitsubi type thing.
Cloadine?
Mitsubi name. Shipping Fox and Jake, Swag says. Shipping DAAOC.
Okay, I would probably do that.
That could be fun.
That could be fun.
So fan fiction, but for OCs, basically.
Yeah, it's kind of like
shipping isn't exclusive to OCs. Shipping just means putting two characters together. Mm-hmm. Like you could ship a person from a movie with another person.
I mean, literally, people have shipped Sukuna with Cinderella.
Shipping just means Isabella putting two characters together romantically. Yeah. Ships will definitely be more prevalent if we do a Secret Valentine thing. Yeah. What's DAA?
Oh, okay. DAA is a...
Maddie asked that. I'm not answering that.
Okay.
Shipping is a tale as old as time. Sonic and Mario. Like when everybody was shipping Trump and Biden.
Yeah! Yep.
Tori. Sonic, Mario.
I am a shipper.
No, tell me. Draw Anime Academy? Tori the artist. What? Guys, I'm going to draw fan art of Jake.
Ooh, fun. We have not seen a Jake fan art.
Well, we have seen fan art.
We have seen a Jake fan art. Never mind, we have.
We need Nikki fan art. And Abby.
And Abby. This is a I don't know.
No violent zone?
Yeah.
But this is Mickey we're talking about.
June and Miko fan art. I would love to see that. I like seeing the interacting. I like to see our OCs interacting a lot. That's what I always draw them. Well, you want to wrap up and go and play Expedition?
We better start our Expedition.
Yeah, because it is 9:04.
Is everybody good to do Expedition? Anybody?
Ooh, Simeon and Nick fan art would be fun to see.
They turned me into Simeon.
That would count, I guess.
Expedition Antarctica is a game in Roblox, and we all hop into a channel in Discord together and do an expedition and go to the South Pole together. So, Lemons, that is what it is. So we end the stream and we go into the Discord server and we do a whole expedition to the South Pole. We used to do it every single Friday night.
Back then.
What
is this? That's Miko as a bunny, girl. But Naomi is a hamster. No, she's a chipmunk. Chipmunk. That's not a mouse, though. I need a few... Fox, you will have a few more minutes. You know we don't start right away.
Ferret.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Yes, you are welcome to join.
What do you do? Look at how cute his cheek is. Anyways.
What's your username?
Where is the username card anyway? I'll write it down. Colton's username is Beaky04.
Yes.
Mine is Chrissy Poo. Wait, okay. 069.
Don't forget the O and
Yeah.
TBK04.
And follow us.
Follow.
Don't send a friend request.
Do not send a friend request. Follow.
Jess will cover how to draw female bodies some other time. Probably Friday, maybe. We'll see.
Yes. You should accept my friend request. Maddie, I absolutely will not, because I don't want to have nightmares.
Yeah, no problem, Jess.
So yes, that is how we do it. So if you want to join the Discord server, you can also send us a direct message on TikTok asking for the invite. And we're going to get started on Roblox. Purple House, that's cute. Look at this.
Whoa! Red house,
Blue house, red house, purple house.
Ooh. I like the purple house a lot. We're just looking at it post. All caps?
Nope.
No, it's not all caps. It's just...
I don't think it's case sensitive.
I don't think so. I write in all caps because it's just easier to write in all caps. Thank you, Callie? Is that Callie?
Todd says, Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Todd.
Merry Chrysler.
Yes, this is a Roblox user. For both of us. This is Colton's, this is mine.
Yeah, and you can hit follow.
Follow.
And then we'll do an expedition, and we're going to start pretty soon after stream. Is everybody good to go?
I'm ready.
I'm following noise. Noise.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
One day we should stream our expedition sometime.
We did when we did
Well,
our
what I
first
mean is
12
like with
hour.
everyone on a voice call. That'd be really
That'd be
chaotic.
cancer.
Well, actually, we would have to ask permission first to see if they would even be comfortable with doing that, but not like that will ever happen. How do I follow? I believe you like have to press the 3 dots. Like, there's like a icon that has 3 dots in it. You click on it, and there's probably a way to say follow user or something like that. Where are we going? I was drawing. We're going onto our Discord server later. Fan art is done. Ooh.
What? Huh?
Did you post it in server fan art?
Ooh, Jake.
Ooh, wait, what's the one on top?
Ooh, Danny draws
Danny
as well.
draws!
There's 2 fan arts.
Oh my gosh!
Jake, people are gonna like that.
Oh yes. Thank you so much for drawing Jake. Hold up, I need to see Danny draws his Ray fan art. Really quick.
need Mickey, Abby.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Oh, she drew a little thing on it. I will cherish this.
Get out of here, Fuzz.
No problem. No problem, Colby.
Very nice work.
All right. Well, maybe we'll wrap up.
Jake is the forgotten child.
Yes, he is. He's the middle child because he's always forgotten.
Fine, I'll put my Miko heart at the end so you can have your little rainbow.
Van, you're very talented. Good job. Colton, you ruined my rainbow.
I told you I put my... Oh, Lord.
Thank you, Aluna.
You're gonna get your name trashed again.
Daphne asked, "Is there a Discord I can join?" Yes, you can. You can join. Oops. You can join by typing this in your browser, or you can just go to our profile, or you can just DM us and ask
thank
us
you.
for the link.
I'll rename you Grateful Little Goblin Lord.
Look at the fan art. This is Jake. Oh, you even got the eyebrow. Got the eyebrow in there.
Mm-hmm.
He kinda. Honestly, Drew, it was drawn very well. And then look at Danny draws this from my OC. So cute, so lovely.
Black Santa
It's
hat.
black
That's great.
Santa hat. That's actually genius. Ooh.
Wood, woof.
Look
That's
at-
what the fox says. Wood.
Well, oh, she did the wolf cut really nicely. Look at that. Fantastic.
Very nice work.
Well, I gotta flip the. It's okay. We'll flip it ourselves,
True.
or you can just re-upload it and flip it again. Feral noises. What does OC stand for? It stands for original character.
O, ri, ja, no,
Ca-
ca, re, ter.
We're on something tonight.
Don't you dare, Maddie. Actually, wait, you did give me hair, so I mean, I might with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Love to see it.
Whoa, we got some game nighters already. Danny draws. I see you,
Maddie.
Colt. Accept the request. What?
Oh,
That's
you
probably
mean...
what Maddie says. It was yellow. Oh, trio snake. Emil does nothing called drawing. Crits is in there. All right, everybody. We're gonna be wrapping up the stream tonight.
Yeah.
This was actually a
banger.
hecka stream.
Mm-hmm. That's
This is
probably one of the biggest streams we have in a while.
In a little while.
Yeah.
Let's make a guess. How many people do you think came by? I'm thinking maybe like 6 or 7K.
You didn't even see the number, right? You're gonna leave that for a surprise?
I didn't look at it. No.
Okay, then don't look at it. Look at it until
You want me to
after.
look at it right now?
No, look at it
Until
after.
chat?
Look at it after. Fine, you can do whatever you want.
What do you chat? What do you think?
I know the amount.
You do?
I
Did
do
you see
because
it?
I looked. I've been looking at it.
You've been looking at it?
Mm-hmm.
Of what?
The viewer.
How many people total came by?
Yeah.
Where do you look at? Where do you see it? That? Oh, really? I didn't know that. Is that
13,000.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
That is
What
a
the
lot.
heck?
It's been a while since we've gotten a stream this big.
Why did people come by tonight?
At least 2 people came by, Tori. Yeah, 13,000.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait,
We
how
usually
about-
get it around in the 5,000s or 3,000s.
How about that?
I know. I think it was just the Christmas energy.
Maybe I'll just go to bed instead. No, I'm kidding.
Girl.
All right, we're gonna play Arctic Expedition, so we'll see you there. Thank you everybody for coming to stream. Absolutely phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful Christmas, ending it off with a big brain rot on
We'll never
Roblox.
forget you, Maddie.
All right.
Have
Bye-bye.
a good night.
Good night. We'll end the big red play button first.
Mm-hmm.
See ya.